I tell her get low, gon' rock with me. You gon' mess around now and get a shopping spree. I'm now in your possession like apostrophe. Oh, enough with all the talking, I just told her say less and do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her do more, do more, do more, do more. Go ahead, set the mood right, dirty like a fool fight. You been working all day, load it up in 2 nights. Do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her, and she gon' work that round. I'ma mess around and drown when she drop that down. Now my phone be blowing up, I like not right now. Oh, I swear that she a next the way she work that mouth. Whoa, automatic cause she move, she be cousin static. I be straight up like an addict, might become an addict. Now I gotta have it, had enough with all the moves, yeah, move here. Ooh, let me grab it now, I'm on 1 year. Now I'm not done yet, told her wait right here. I'll be back one sec, this is just time out, this is not no way. Go and grab that friend, and you know what's next stage. You been rockin' with an all-star, baby, and I know you coming early like a 5-star, baby. Packing out the seat, this ain't no hostile, baby, and they know me in the city like a mob star. Oh, I tell her get low, gon' rock with me. You gon' mess around now and get a shopping spree. I'm now in your possession like apostrophe. Oh, enough with all the talking, I just told her say less and do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her do more, do more, do more, do more. Go ahead, set the mood right, dirty like a fool fight. You been working all day, load it up in 2 nights. Do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her,
Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace, you gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience and the pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition, they ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing yet. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the...
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Mafia, it feels good to be back here in the Frankie Candle studio. As you guys know, I was out there visiting some family out of town, guys, meeting my new niece. I don't think I even mentioned that I had a new niece, but I do, guys. And it is confirmed that she loves me because she did throw up all over me. So shout out to the CandleMafia, guys. We got an amazing live stream for you tonight as Bitcoin is kind of cooling off as some of these altcoins are absolutely ripping. Shout out to XRP and the XRP army. Anybody out there holding this insane pump, guys. We're going to be taking a look at XRP. I really want to take a look at a lot of these altcoins, guys. Is altcoin season here? We've seen Bitcoin dominance come up to our key level of resistance. We're getting that pullback. We're starting to see these altcoins fly. Not only XRP, we got other things, Chainlink, and all of which we've been looking at upper value areas, we are seeing those targets hit on these upper value areas, guys. Can we see continued pumps? What is the next altcoin ready to rip? We're going to be taking a look at that. And then obviously we'll check in on Bitcoin as well. Again, as Bitcoin's kind of just pulling back. I am in a short on Bitcoin, guys, with the premium Discord, so we'll go over that, as well as I'm actually schlong right now. I'm holding the long, I'm holding the short, so we'll see what happens, but I want to go over Bitcoin. We'll do a quick market update. We'll talk about some lower targets and some potential support areas that we can look at. We'll take a look at Market Cypher B. Are we going to be able to hold where we're at right now? But really, I kind of want to scoop past Bitcoin, guys, and get into these altcoins as things are starting to get really exciting. We'll take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We'll take a look at Total 3, and we're going to dish out the sauce to the CandleMafia, and shout out to anybody out there holding those altcoin bags. And if you guys have been watching this live stream for the past couple of months, you know we've been looking at some specific altcoins that were in accumulation zones that we've been looking at for some pumps, and they are starting to get those moves. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Smash that like button if you have not already, guys. Every 100 likes we get gives you guys some extra chances to win some free crypto. Yeah, shout out to Jose. Said, did he just say he has a schlong? Shout out to Jose. Yes, I am in a schlong, which is just short and long at the same time, guys. It's a G-rated stream. It's a family-friendly stream, guys. But shout out to you, man. We got Rockstar Cola in the chat. Dark Crash Chemistry, bro, in the chat. What is going on, bro? Good to see you. We got K Diggity in the chat. Said like smashed. Guys, if you smash that like button, let's go for 1,000 likes on tonight's live stream. If we can hit it, we will be giving away some Solana on Friday's live stream. Yeah, we'll just hopefully we can smash multiple goals and we can give away a ton of Solana. But yeah, 1,000 likes is the goal. Let's see. Shout out to Jesse. What is going on? We got 12 big in the chat. Mark Dutch, as always, good to see you. Ape, shout out to Ape. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you so much. He says, dog, please, DRC20 is the new meta. Shout out to Ape. We'll try to take a look at dog for you when we get to the altcoins about halfway through the stream. We will try to take a look at that. Rob, if you could try to mark that down. And speaking of Rob the Crypto Snob, guys, show the mod some love. We got Rob the Crypto Snob. Crypto Anon. I know Crypto Anon's happy. He's a big XRP holder. But yeah, shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob, Crypto Anon, Crypto Billy. We got Captain Kirk. You guys know who the mods are. Tyler Durden, D Petty Kirk. You guys know who they are. Show them some love in the chat. We love them. I know you guys do too. So show them in the chat. Let's see. We got Jennifer in the chat. Said LFG. Sure is. Yeah. Shout out to Jennifer. Let's see. Mark Dutch, what is going on, bro? Let's go. But yeah, guys, we got a lot to. It's all going to zero. Shout out to Daniel Wright, guys. We're short on Bitcoin. Frankie Candles is short on Bitcoin, guys. It's going to zero. But guys, we're gonna break down all the charts here. And oh god, does it feel good to be back in the studio? I hate taking time off, guys. We took those 2 streams off, and it felt like I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in like 2 months. So we got a lot to talk about. Let's see. Shout out to Visa, or shout out to Mark Dutch shouting out VSun. But yeah, shout out to Darren Does Things. Let's go. Oh, by the way, guys, I'll get into this a little bit later in the stream, but we do have Black Friday deals / Cyber Monday deals going on with all of our stuff, not only the premium Discord, but also all of Market Cypher. We got tons of deals on FrankieCandlesTrading.com. I will pull it up in just a little bit, but first off, I want to jump on into the charts, guys, because we got a lot to look at, especially on the altcoins. So let's, without further ado, go ahead and jump on into the charts. Let's get into it. So here we are, guys. Here we are. Let's go ahead and hide some of this stuff here and pull up good old Bitcoin. We're going to start off on Bitcoin as we are short on Bitcoin here from this bearish retest of the value area low. But first, I want to do kind of a full check-in here on Bitcoin, talk to you guys about kind of where we're sitting right now, how we got to where we are, and where we're likely to go next. Now, obviously, guys, as you know, the altcoins are starting to fly. XRP. Unbelievable. Finally, XRP decides to do something. And as we always say, guys, when something's fallen asleep and you just want to poke your altcoin with a stick, and you might just want to give up that bag and move it into something that's moving. But typically when things are moving sideways, they don't like to take those naps for too long. And when they wake up, sometimes they make those big moves. And XRP is definitely doing that. But we've seen XRP. Chainlink is another one that we've been looking at that is now getting a massive move, breaking above that doorway to higher prices. I swear, guys, I don't think there is a single thing on a chart that has made more people more money than these doorways of to higher prices that we talk about on these live streams. We get above that level, hold it as support, and then you look to fill that range up to the POC, which is sitting at $27. I was kind of going to talk about today $27 being the next target for Chainlink, but we've already hit it almost. So next targets are going to be up here. But obviously, we're seeing altcoins start to move as Bitcoin kind of just chills out here, guys. And like I said, I am in a short on Bitcoin. I'll pull that up in just a minute. But last week, guys, we did take a long here from this little pullback on Bitcoin in the premium Discord. We did take a long position, and we got that to ride up all the way into that POC of the range, and then we kind of just wiggled sideways, and then we got to pull back to the downside, came up for this bearish retest this morning, where we actually did take another short position. We are actually also, just to update you guys, I was holding a short from the tippy top here at about, whatever it was, $99,700. We were holding a short here. I have now closed that in profit. Took the long position, just literally shorting the top and then long in the bottom with the premium Discord. And now we are also not short from the top here, but took that short position from this little bearish retest of the value area low. Are we going to be able to continue down to some of these lower prices? I'm going to talk about it right now. I guess we'll go into that first, right? So, if we do get a bigger pullback here, guys, now, obviously, you might be thinking to yourself, how the heck is Bitcoin just sitting here while the altcoins fly? And this is just typically what we see in the Bitcoin cycles, guys. When we see a bull run happen, Bitcoin is that first mover giving us all-time highs, going into price discovery, which obviously we are sitting at, or we were sitting at when we broke, when we came up close to 100K. But then, when we see that Bitcoin dominance peak out, which I will actually just pull up real quick. I usually don't dive into this quick. But as you guys know, we looked at this on the live stream as we were approaching this level, and we've kind of been waiting for this for quite some time, right? We've been looking at this golden pocket retracement forever, but finally we came up here, and we even labeled this on the live stream, calling this a key level of resistance. If we can get a pullback here, that was going to be the best chance that we had to start seeing the altcoins fly. And as you can see, we are getting a nice pullback on the dominance here, as a lot of this, a lot of people take profits on that Bitcoin move, close to $100,000, and then they're going to roll that money into the higher cap altcoins, the mid cap altcoins, and then it's going to funnel down very likely to the low cap, the micro cap, and then the super degenerate scumbag dumpster diving altcoins, which is sometimes the most fun part of the cycle. But, that's typically how it works. And, we've been looking at this potential rejection here, and now we are starting to see those altcoins move. So it seems like we're right on schedule here. Now, is this the altcoin? Is this the altcoin season? It's kind of hard to say here. We're seeing things run up pretty nicely here. However, shout out to Colton. Thank you for the super chat. Said Jasmine LFG. Shout out to Colton. Thank you for the super chat, man. We will check out Jasmine in just a minute. But we're right on time here. Bitcoin gets the big move up. This money is likely, why we're seeing these altcoins start to pump. But this could be the start of these big moves to the upside, guys. But we've been looking at a lot of altcoins here, I don't want to get too deep into the altcoins. I really want to cover Bitcoin first, but just to kind of bring this up because I brought up the Bitcoin dominance. We see that dominance coming down, and this is why, not only the Bitcoin dominance hitting that key level, but, as we've seen a lot of these altcoins down in their accumulation ranges, I've been screaming from the rooftop saying, I don't know how much lower people want these altcoins to go, and this might be a great time to start dollar cost averaging into some of the altcoins that you do not hold yet, right? We've been looking down here for Polkadot. Another one that we had was Celestia sitting down here, bing-bonging around about 640. All the way down to about 488, looking at that as an accumulation zone for a potential breakout of this range. Remember, guys, auction market theory, the market is always going to be seeking fair value. Where is your fair value on this chart? You have fair value down here, and then your upper range here would be your upper fair value. And when we break out of this range, once we break out of this range, we are going to be looking for price to come into that upper range and then fill it in whole. And if you don't believe me, you can just go back to what we were looking at on Ondo, where we were looking at the same exact thing as we have that lower accumulation range for the breakout. And then what happens? We get that breakout of the range. Where does price want to go? It's going to, very, very simply put, it is going to seek out the next area of fair value. Down here would be where you want to accumulate. That's your area of balance. Your next area of balance is going to be sitting up here, and that's where you look for price to, once you get that imbalance out of this range and you get the breakout, you look for price to attract or gravitate towards that value area low of that upper range, which was sitting right here at about $1.08. We hit our head, key resistance until proven otherwise. But what winds up happening? We wind up getting above that value area low and filling this in full. And let me make sure. Let me just pull up my face cam here. I don't want to leak anything super, super secret in the premium Discord. But let me just move this real quick. Bada boom. But if we come on over here to the premium Discord, you guys can see here in the altcoin TA channel, we were looking at this before the actual move happened here, not only on TIA, which is broken out just slightly, but on Ondo. On Ondo, we were looking for a potential breakout. Where is Ondo? Right here, right? Potential breakout of this range to bring us into that same upper value area I just looked at, looking for that to fill in full for almost an 80% pump to the upside to hit that value area high at $1.32. And what is happening here? We are sitting here at $1.36, up at that value area high. And this is the idea of auction market theory. You're just looking for price to, move back into those previous value areas. And a lot of this is played out very, very nicely, especially in the premium Discord where we were looking at those entries down here. And we even brought a ton of this up on the live stream here on YouTube. But we're going to come back to this stuff real quick. I just wanted to point that out. But if we look here, guys, on Bitcoin, right, if we are able to continue this move to the downside, and again, the reason I brought up the altcoins is because you think to yourself, like, hey, how are the altcoins ripping, but Bitcoin's not? And if you're new to crypto, you might not be as familiar with the 4-year cycle. Shout out to John. Thank you for the super chat. We will try to take a look at Filecoin. I appreciate you, bro. We'll try to mark that down. Just a quick disclaimer, guys. Super chats will not guarantee that we get to your altcoin. We have some altcoins that we want to look at, and we see the super chats a lot better than the regular chats, but it doesn't guarantee it. I don't want anyone wasting money on a super chat thinking that it's going to guarantee we look at it. But John, we will try to take a look at Filecoin for you, no problemo. But this is typically what we see. Bitcoin gets the move first, and then once you start to cool off or even consolidate, come into a bigger consolidation here for Bitcoin, that's where the profits from Bitcoin will roll over into those altcoins. So not impossible to potentially see Bitcoin wiggle sideways here or even continue down just a little bit as those altcoins kind of continue to move until Bitcoin decides to come steal the show again. But we did get that move down here in that short position. From the retest of that value area low, right? Now, if we do continue down, guys, is that even possible? Well, if we come on over to the daily, come on over to the daily here, you guys can see we are printing a daily red dot, which keep calm, guys. It is not necessarily me. We're going to zero. But that daily red dot could just potentially give us a little bit more of a pullback. You can see that last red dot that we had here was the mark of that pullback down here to about $91,000. And then we have come up and put in a lower high, and we are potentially looking to come down and put a lower low in here if that daily red dot does continue to play out. And with that daily red dot, guys, you know I'm going to go down to that 90-minute and check out what the money flow is doing. And what do we have here? Money flow is coming down here, looking to cross over into the red. And you guys know when we see those daily red dots with the 90-minute money flow crossing over into the red at the same exact time, typically that 90-minute money flow crossover can give us a bit of a bigger move down. Now, obviously, we are in a very, very bullish environment. So we're not just going to, short this thing to zero because of the money flow. You have to take these bearish signals with a grain of salt when you're in a bull market like this. But there are some potential things popping up on Market Cypher B that could be calling for a little bit more of a move to the downside. And very simply put, those next key levels I'm going to be looking at to the downside are just simply going to be the same ones that we looked at on this move down, right? We looked for the short. We shorted the top here in the premium Discord, and then we got the move down to our first zone of support, which was sitting between the value area high and that POC of the prior range, right? You have your area of balance up here. Once you wind up losing this and impulsing to the downside, your price is very likely going to seek out the next area of fair value, which was sitting down here between about 92.2 all the way down to about 88.266. Now, obviously, as we came to that value area high, we did wind up putting in bullish confirmations, and like I said, we did take that long position in the premium Discord. I am actually still holding a portion of this trade. Let me see if I can potentially pull this up real quick. So I am still holding a portion of this position on Blowfin, up about $2,200 or 330%. So I am still holding a portion of that trade. This is actually, I don't know why the, I don't know where my entry is or why that's not popping up on the chart. But there you go, right? Still up 222%, $2,247 here, up 330% over on Blowfin. So I am still holding a portion of that trade, but we are also in a short position from the bearish retest of that value area low at about 97.2. So I am holding a long, I am holding a short, and we're just bing-bonging this thing up and down. Catching the short, catching the long, catching the short, and technically still holding the long position. So if this thing does decide to just yeet up, I am covered for that long position on Bitcoin. But if we do continue down, guys, I want to talk about these lower levels because, just like this was a key level, these two levels were key levels to the downside on our first move down. We don't know if price is just going to, yoink back to the upside here or if we're going to get that bigger cool off. But if we do get the bigger cool off, value area high sitting at 92,173 is going to be a key level of support. We also have this anchored VWAP flying through here, which could potentially give us some support as well if we're just going to come up and, bounce off this and get a bigger move up. But really, the bigger levels are going to be down here at that value area high. Now, if we lose this value area high, our last level of defense here is going to be this POC zone. But once we wind up losing this POC, guys, that is where I would probably anticipate a bigger move down to about $88,000. Now, I'm not necessarily calling for this to guaranteed happen, but it is definitely, if we get the bigger move down on Bitcoin as the altcoins continue to fly, this is just simply going to be the zone we're looking at. It's been the zone we've been looking at for ever since we were up here, right? It's the last area of consolidation that we have, and really the only tangible support we have down below locally. So that gives us that nice little roadmap on price, right? We get stuck under the value area high. Could the loss of this level, right, or the acceptance below this level mean we're going to the value area low? Yes, but you have to understand in a bull market, just like what happened here, sometimes you will come down, test that value area low in POC before getting another move up. So obviously it is going to be a level-to-level game. I'm going to, as we come down here, looking for bullish confirmations for potential long positions. And, I am a trader. If you are new here, I am a trader, right? So just because, we may be looking for price to come down here does not mean I am perma bearish or anything like that. But we make money on these little moves up and down all the time, right? So, we have to keep in mind that if there is a possibility of coming down here, value area low is your first key level. But really, if we're going to see $88,000 and potentially lower, we're going to have to lose this zone here between about, 91,296 and 90,342, which is the POC zone that we have right in the middle of the range, right? And then once we do, if we are able to get down there, right, this is where I would be willing to look for, bigger, longer term swing long positions. But again, if we come down there and there's bearish confirmations and there's no setup, we simply just won't take the trade, right? We'll just hold that short and maybe just be able to hold it down for some lower prices. And then we have this other level of support down here sitting between about 85,264 and 84,103. Just another kind of a extra level of support if we do wind up deviating below that volume profile. Now, hopefully, we don't have to see Bitcoin come all the way back down here, but if it does want to cool off, these are going to be the levels I'm looking at. If we deviate below this range, you do have that backup support of this golden pocket sitting just below in that $85,000 area. But until then, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But until then, those are the levels I'm looking at to the downside. But if we do come back up, very simply put, guys, we have this old volume profile from above that if we come back up, reclaim this value area low as support, and then get that move to the POC value area high, that is where we could potentially look for new short positions or just look for that break up to all-time highs. But again, when we look at Market Cypher on the daily with that red dot, maybe we could get a little bit more of a move down if that confirms. And again, if we're going to see that bigger move down, I would assume or look at that 90-minute money flow crossover into the red to be the actual thing that starts that larger move down. And that's what we look at with the Market Cypher B1/16 strategies, with the daily red dot and the 90-minute money flow crossover into the red, or vice versa if you're looking for a pump to the upside, daily green dot, 90-minute money flow crossover into the green. And we actually saw a couple altcoins set up for this in a bullish manner, but different time frames, right? We have the 4-hour and 15-minute, which is another kind of pair of time frames that we look at for that strategy, right? You have the daily, the 90-minute. The 90-minute is 1/16th of the daily time frame, just like the 15-minute is 1/16th of the 4-hour. So when you see the 4-hour green dot or red dot with a 15-minute money flow crossover into the green or the red, that money flow crossover is typically what we see give us that bigger move. And if we pull up, what were we looking at? Was it Polkadot? I think it was Polkadot. With this 15-minute money flow crossover into the green, just to kind of show how that works. Right? We have that 15-minute money flow crossover into the green that occurred right here, right? And that was happening right on the print of this 4-hour green dot. And what happens? Right on that 15-minute money flow crossover, boom, we get that bigger move up. And I will come back to Polkadot in just a minute because we are approaching a pretty interesting level of resistance here, because if we're able to hold some of these levels, guys, we may be able to see another push up on Polkadot here potentially, but we'll get back to that in just a minute. So that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin, guys. Like, very simply put, like, to be quite honest with you, although we, Thanksgiving, I did take a couple days off to visit family for Thanksgiving, like, not too much to update here, right? The only difference was we were short from the top here last week, right? And we got that big move down, closed out that short, took the long position, and the only difference here is, we just caught this next little short position to the downside. But other than that, daily red dot, 90-minute money flow crossover. We'll see what this money flow crossover gives us. So yeah, we'll see. That might be able to cause that bigger move down. And if we do, you guys now have all those key levels to the downside. So there you go. That's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. I kind of want to keep it short and sweet here on Bitcoin. Shout out to Crypto Anon. Yo, and I know it's Kryptonon, guys. I know it's Kryptonon, but shout out to Crypto Anon. That's what I call him. Shout out to you, bro. Said XRP, please. Lol, I love you, bro. Shout out to Crypto Anon. Yeah, we will for sure take a look at XRP. Obviously, as it's going absolutely nuts. Sorry I'm late. Shout out to Jungle Boy 420. No problem, bro. We got your late pass, brother. We got your late pass. No problemo. And we got Daniel Wright said 1,000 watching and less than 25% liked. Hey, smash that like button, guys. If you smash that like button, what just happened? I just got a Matrix attack. No, the Matrix is after us now. Yo, what just happened there? Guys, what was that? I thought the camera went down, but OBS just like freaked out. I don't know what that was. He inhaled trading view. Liquidated. Shout out to Lars. Yo, okay, we're back. Were you guys able, you killed Frankie. Kenny, yo, that's funny. Okay, we're back. Were you guys able to see the screen before? Because that I don't know what just happened there. Hit me with some check marks in the chat. Hit me with some candles in the chat if you guys were able to see the chart for all that. Or was I just talking to nobody? Let's see. They tried to shut us down, guys. Not today. Not today, Matrix. You're not taking us down today. We saw your intro. No way. Okay, well. Okay, so we're back. How long was I talking to nobody? Somebody, close Google tab. Close Google Chrome tabs, Frankie. Shout out to Darren Does Things. Yeah, it might be the case. Oh my God, what is going on? I just got hacked again. Chat just disappeared. Guys, we're getting attacked right now. I think we're definitely getting an attack. All right. We should be good. AOL connection. Yo, you guys are hilarious. Okay, so we should be good. You guys should be able to see me. We should be good here. Okay, so continuing on here, guys. Continuing on. These are the lower levels. Hopefully you guys, let me know, stop me. Hit me with stop signs in the chat if you guys do not see me go over these levels. I don't know what the heck just happened to the stream. But these are the lower levels. I called out the prices and everything. If you missed it, scrub back to the beginning of the stream. Okay, all good, no issues. Okay, fire drill, let's go. Close down the margin account to lock up the BTC. Yeah. When you DCA and when you DCA your internet bill by mistake. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Snack. Wow. I have not heard. Shout out to Chuck Lamine. I have not heard Snack in a while. Algo. We could take a look at Algo. You're getting too successful teaching the sauce. The cabal is attacking. Yo, you guys are too much. But yeah, hopefully you guys got all that BTCTA. Hit me with the thumbs up if you guys got the BTCTA, right? We have the daily red dot, 90-minute money flow coming out. This is somewhat bearish. Understanding we're in a bull market, right? This could get stepped on, but if that 90-minute money flow crosses over into the red, we could see that continuation down to the anchored VWAP at about 93,620. Break below that. Value area high at 92,147 is your next key level of support. Break down below that. POC at 91,250. Lose this range or this zone, we could be moving, down to that value area low at about 88,333. But I won't even talk about the lower levels in this because once we get here, we'll reassess the situation, right? We might be able to look for longs here. If not, we'll hopefully be short still from up here, holding that trade for much lower prices. So yeah, that's the Bitcoin breakdown there for the most part. Other than that, nothing has really changed, right? We shorted here, longed here, and now we're short from here. Just grabbing our bags, jumping in, grabbing the bag, and jumping out. Yeah, H-bar, we'll take a look at H-bar. And yeah, I'm gonna jump back into the altcoins here because I think that the BTCTA has kind of been covered here, right? 2-day red dot is confirmed here. VWAP kind of getting rejected at the 0 line. We also have a weekly red dot printing here. Now, guys, this is not a run for the hills bearish signal in my opinion. In a bull market, guys, it doesn't take long. All you have to do is go back here to the previous bull market. Weekly red dots. This is technically the first. Now, I guess not really the first. Yeah, I would say this is kind of the first overbought red dot that we've had on the weekly since we've really gone into price discovery. And if you come back here to the previous bull market, the first kind of break of the actual all-time high of 20K, that first weekly red dot, what does it do? It gives you a little bit of a pullback, but only to turn back around and put in a new all-time high. So in a bull market, this is not necessarily a super bearish signal, but could potentially, still give us a little bit of a continuation down. And that's why I'm willing, I might stop loss to entry or break even on this short position. So if we get stopped out, it's a guaranteed risk-free trade. And I am still holding the long position. So if I get stopped out here, it's a nice cushy position that we're oftentimes in the premium Discord. We're short from here, also long from here still. So if we come up, I'll stop out at break even, lose no money, and then that long will continue to pay us out. But if we continue down, I've already locked in profits obviously on the long position. So we've already made money on that position. Stop loss is at break even. So guaranteed winning trade in that case. If we break down, that short will continue to pay us out, and then that long will stop out in profit. Beautiful, beautiful situation to be in. So there you go. Cody, shout out to B-Rad Crypto. Cody shut us down, guys. Cody shut us down. Let me go. Altcoin pullback. Shout out to All Sports. We're going to break. I really want to talk about the altcoins tonight, guys. So we will go in depth. I'm going to talk about, shout out to Rob the Crypto Psalms. Got that. Let me go ahead and pin that link here. Oh, Tony D pinned the link to FrankieCandlesTrading.com with all of the Black Friday deals and the Discord deals, guys. I will say, let me just go ahead and pull this up. The Black Friday deals are going to extend here, obviously, into Cyber Week. Where you could save up to $200 on your select. Everything except for the monthly is on sale here for the Discord. And then we only have 4 2-year. We don't usually do this, but we have a 2-year option here for just for the Cyber Week / Black Friday. But there was 10. Now there's only 4 left. But yeah, you guys could check that out. You save up to $200 on the premium Discord if you guys want to trade alongside me and the CandleMafia. And then you guys scroll down, you can see all the Black Friday deals. Lux Algo 65% off. Even TradingView is doing crazy deals. High Block Capital 70% off. Market Cypher, we have all our deals here. So FrankCandlesTrading.com, check it out. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. Shout out to Tony D. This page looks awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. But go check that out if you guys don't want to miss the sauce or you want to get early access to the sauce. Definitely check that out. XRP. Yo, shout out to Patrick, said XRP, show it. You said you would. Shout out to Patrick. Yeah, we will take a look at XRP. We'll come back here on Bitcoin. We'll keep an eye on this throughout the rest of the stream, guys. But let's go ahead and let's just go and start off with XRP here, guys. Obviously, XRP making absolutely massive moves, and it's almost like the doorways to higher prices here, guys, actually mean something. I was saying before, actually, I think I said this earlier in the stream. I don't think there's anything making people more money than these doorways to higher prices that we give on the premium, not on the premium. Well, we give them on the premium live stream as well, but on this live stream for free on YouTube, guys. Doorways to higher prices just based off these volume profiles. You guys know this key level at 60 to 62 cents was the level and the biggest doorway to higher prices because we knew as this was resistance until proven otherwise, we knew that once we broke above this 62-cent level, we would very likely get a fill into the POC and the value area high of the range. And then once we broke out of that range, we knew that next doorway to higher prices was simply going to be sitting here at that value area low. And we even said last week on the live stream, can we potentially see a $2.52 XRP soon? I think we can because of the volume profiles. Oh no, I just dumped coffee everywhere. Please hold, guys. This is a nightmare. I take one. Oh my God, guys. I wish I could lift my keyboard higher. Guys, this might. Mrs. Candles! Mrs. Candles! Oh, God, guys. This is brutal. I can't catch a break today. Unbelievable. Okay, guys, I just dumped a gallon of coffee. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Crypto might dump right now, guys. I don't know what's going on. Hang on 1 sec. I've never dumped this much coffee on my desk, guys. I might have broken my keyboard. Hopefully the keyboard is not broken. Guys, can you see this? Guys, I have coffee all over me. This is ridiculous. All my positions are about to get liquidated. I would put money on it, guys. If this is not a matrix attack, I don't know what is. This is brutal, guys. I might have just broken everything. Guys. Call back up, Mrs. Candles! This is brutal. An entire cup of coffee. This has never happened. I've spilled coffee before. Never this much, guys. Guys, this keyboard might be broken. I'm not going to lie. Fully submerged. I should have gotten the waterproof keyboard. Oh, my God. This is brutal. Well, I guess I should chug the rest of this. Not much left. Oh, my God. Guys, we're getting attacked. I spilled my post-workout shake on my keyboard a couple days ago, and it was ruined. Oh, God, guys. Oh, God. And I can't really dry this as I would want to because I'm just going to press a bunch of buttons. I think we're going to be good, guys. I think hopefully this keyboard doesn't just completely break. All right. Oh, no. Okay, we're back. Guys, this is not good. I take 2 days off. I take 2 streams off, and they set booby traps in the studio. Unbelievable. We just want to talk about XRP. Guys, this is, when I mean I spilled. I'm soaking wet. Smash the like button, guys, so this dries up quicker. Please, for the love of God. All right, I think we're going to be good. I'm just going to have to deal with like a slightly wet desk. Stained my brand new sweatshirt. Unbelievable, guys. This is the worst day of my life. All right, we're good. 3 Diglets at Frankie Candles Keyboard Fund. Yo, shout out to 3 Diglets, $100 super chat, bro. Thank you so much. All right, I think we're good. I'm soaking wet, guys. This is brutal. I can't believe it. Oh, my God. All right, we should be good. All right, now the moment of truth. Is the keyboard broken? Smash up $5 for a waterproof keyboard fund. Yo, shout out to everybody for the super chats. Thank you so much, guys. We will have to replace this keyboard, and we're going to find out if it's ruined right now. Oh, God, I've had this keyboard forever. I'm emotionally attached to this keyboard, guys. Kind of like my chair. All right, let's continue on here. All right, we're good. Back to XRP. What a nightmare. Oh, what a mess. All right. Well, anyway, doorways to higher prices, guys. Absolutely insane. We filled the first volume profile, and as you guys know, last week, at least I got the mouse here. Mouse is still good. So once we broke out of this volume profile, where are we likely to go? Right into that value area low, which is going to be key resistance until proven otherwise. What happens? We get the rejection. We come back up, and then once we break below this, above this value area high, value area low, next doorway to higher prices, we are looking for a fill into that POC, flip that POC, and look for the move up to that 252 value area high. A lot of people will ask, Frankie, how do you call for these prices? And they come in. And simply put, and just to show you guys, we have broken above that level, obviously. However, you can see we did get the reaction off of this value area high, right? More often than not, you will get some kind of reaction off that level, and then you break out, and now we could be potentially off into new prices. And I'm just gonna go ahead and squeak the price down here, guys. Like the all-time high at about let me see here on XRP, and I will go a little bit more in depth here on XRP. But yeah, the all-time high here at about 330. You know, we're not far away from that at this point. And once we break that, we could be looking up to those upper targets. But I'm going to make a pre-recorded video, probably dedicated just to XRP. But I just want to show you guys the reliability of these volume profiles. Like, this is how, and these are both targets and analysis that we've been looking at on these live streams, right? And the reliability of these volume profiles are absolutely insane. And it's just simple. You don't have to overcomplicate things. You can keep things very simple, guys. I'm trying to dry off my legs here. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Stop said, pin my next comment. I'm going to try to, Rob, if my mouse works. All right, here we go. I can't believe I just did that, guys. I just ruined everything. I just ended the bull market, guys. If Bitcoin dumps, it might have been because I spilled that coffee. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Well, it didn't get on the floor too much because my pants absorbed it all. Yo, shout out to Jimbo Saw says, is he real? Is Mrs. Candles real? Is he actually married? That's not what he said, something like that. But yes, actually, Mrs. Candles, you're a little bit late, Mrs. Candles. You were supposed to come in way earlier to help me with the spill, but she is here. I'll even prove it, guys. I have a, she's not my wife, but we call her Mrs. Candles. And here she is, guys. Here she is. And she is, oh God, Mrs. Candles. I blew you up the other day. She's a little deflated. Hands still smell good. But yeah, Mrs. Candles is real, guys. Don't listen to the rumor. She is real. Here she is. She even did a face reveal. Anyway, shout out to Mrs. Candles. That's the last time she'll be late. Anyway, continuing on here, guys. Like, honestly, the next targets for, and again, the reason I bring up these prior ranges, guys, and like the targets that we've seen hit is not to brag. It's not to say we called for $0.83 to $1.20 $1.21 once we broke this level. We did call for that, right? But I don't say it to brag. I do it to show you the reliability of these volume profiles. And then just last week, we were looking at the push into this value area low to then, again, just fill the range again. It's all the same theory, but just different ranges, right? It's all about finding that previous area of value and then looking for price to come up into that area of value, get accepted, and then fill the range in whole. Right? I can't tell you how lucrative it is to be able to find these ranges and look for the fills. It's insane. But as of right now on XRP, guys, there's not much above us. We have the all-time high, which I guess I'll mark out just for just so we have context here of like where things are, right? All-time high at 331.70, right? Or 331.700, right? We're pretty dang close to that, right? Come on. Oh, God. Oh, no. This is the first of the, there we go. Like, we're about 20% away from there. We rip up there, flip this to support. We could be looking up to all-time highs. But again, keep an eye out for the XRP video. I will be making one talking about those higher targets for XRP and where we could be going into new all-time highs. Spoiler alert. I'm not looking at $10,000 yet. I'm just kidding. Hopefully XRP goes to $10,000. I don't want anyone to ever, I think I'm pretty explicit about this. I don't want anyone to think that I'm bearish on XRP because I don't think it's going to 10K. I hold a whole lot of XRP. I am up massively on my XRP, and I am super happy. I never sold it. I stopped buying it because, it was kind of just going sideways for a while, and I'm glad I did because I wound up deploying that capital into other things that actually pumped. But I never sold my XRP bag, right? So I'm up massively on this, and I'm not bearish on XRP, right? I just saying it's going to go to $10,000 is quite far away. But yeah, we'll get a little bit more into that in the XRP pre-record that I'll do for you guys. But, just looking at Market Cypher here, guys, 3-day money flow crossover into the green could be a very good sign, not only for XRP, but also a ton of other altcoins. When you see these 3-day money flow crossovers into the green in a bull market, it could be massive for altcoins, right? And we've seen this happen if you take a look at Chainlink, which I'll just dive into now, right? Like, so the general analysis here on XRP is like, this is our range for context, right? If we do come back down below that value area high, we could get a correction down to the POC. But if we just continue breaking up here, guys, the next level is going to be the 331 all-time high. And then once we break out of there, I'll give you the first target, my first major target, right? Now, could you get, turbulence at the all? Could you get turbulence here? Sure. Could you come up, get turbulence on the all-time high, potentially retest that value area high as support before breaking out? Sure. It's very hard to call exactly what price action is going to do here, even though oftentimes we are able to do that. But it's very hard to do that. But, that first target, I will say, about 528. Let me change the let me just change the font here really quick so you guys can see the actual numbers here. So 528 is going to be that first major target. It is based off a Fibonacci extension level. So it's not just like a random level that I pulled up on the chart for no reason. It is a very, very measured level based off the Fibonacci extensions. But I'll break more into that on the XRP update. But 3-day money flow crossover, guys, like, just like that 2-day money flow crossover was the first thing that we were looking at to call for the bigger trend to the upside back here when we were about to break 62 cents, right? 60 to 62 cents, which was the doorway to higher prices. Not only were we tapping our head here, but we had the 2-day money flow crossover. We also had a weekly green dot, and that made us think if we could flip that value area low, we could continue up to the POC and the value area high. And now we are seeing the 3-day very, this happens all the time, 3-day following suit with the 3-day money flow crossover into the green. This would indicate that the longer-term trend based off the 3-day would be to the upside. Whether we get pullbacks or not, this, pullbacks would be looked at as lackluster to continue up to higher prices to overall keep that trend to the upside. So 3-day money flow crossover into the green does look pretty good. And again, next major target, about 331 at that all-time high. Now, speaking of 3-day money flow crossovers, guys, Chainlink with an absolute explosion today. And where did we get the explosion from? We simply got it at the doorway to higher prices, which is the value area low of our macro range. And this is just, shout out to the premium Discord. We were looking at this like as we were approaching these highs. And very simply put, guys, we have the accumulation range. We get the breakout. Where is price going to gravitate to? It's going to gravitate towards the previous area of balance. Here's one area of balance. Here's the previous area of balance. Once you impulse or get imbalance out of this range, imbalance meaning buyers outweigh the sellers, right? Because when you're inside of a range, the buyers and sellers are agreeing that within this range is a fair price for Bitcoin or Chainlink, right? So you deviate above the high. This is looked at as expensive. This is why we look for shorts above the value area high and longs below the value area low. This is looked at as expensive. This is looked at as cheap, right? And then when you come back up to the high, that's expensive. You look for shorts, come back below. This is looked at as cheap. You look to go back to the high, short, long, so on and so forth, right? And this is like the bread and butter here, looking for shorts at the highs, longs at the lows within a volume profile. But eventually, right, and that's why we call these value areas, because this is the area of balance. But once you get imbalance, again, meaning buyers outweigh the sellers or sellers outweigh the buyers, right, which could happen either way. But based off money flow on the 2-day, crossing into the green, as we were looking to come up here, that was making it likely for a breakout. And where is price going to gravitate to? Right into that old area of balance. This is, we tried to break up. We couldn't hold it. We wound up losing it. But what did we do? We got the correction and we just wound up coming in to put in a higher low, right? We have a low, a high, a higher low. Where is that higher low likely to come in at? The golden pocket 786 retracement from the low to the high. This is the highest probability area to put in a higher low and then continue your trend to the upside, breaking structure to the upside. I even drew this earlier today on the live stream, and then we got it live, right? And this is what a lot of altcoins are doing, right? And there's some altcoins that haven't really done this yet. They've gotten the breakout, the retest, the higher low, and they're not necessarily at higher highs yet. Things like, take a look at AR, right? Very similar. You get the breakout, the correction, you put in the higher low. At this point, you're going to be expecting a higher high to break structure to the upside, but we haven't done that yet. There are still some altcoins that have not gotten those bigger breakouts. So I won't go back into AR, but I just wanted to point that out. There are altcoins that have not done this yet. And I mean, we just keep looking for it, and they just keep doing what we want them to do. And it's absolutely beautiful. The portfolios are ripping right now. But, I mean, very simply put here, guys, what happened? We got to the macro value area high, or value area low of this upper range. We know that's going to be key resistance till proven otherwise. As long as we can get above it, flip it to support, that's where you expect the journey to where? The POC. Where did we go? Right to that POC, guys, at about $27. I mean, if this doesn't make you think that volume profiles are magic, I don't know what will. But this is just how it works. This is what we look at every single day, and finally we're just starting to see it play out. So, can we see a $31 Chainlink very soon? I think we can, right? If we, obviously, I don't know if we're just going to magically yeet up there in a straight line, but the laws of the volume profile would state, as long as we hold above that value area low, which we have definitely been accepted into this range, all we have to do is flip that POC and then see the fill into that value area high at about $31. So that's the next major target for Chainlink. And again, 3-day money flow crossover is just getting started here. Just getting started. And maybe I'll talk about all time. Maybe I'll do a Chainlink update as well. We'll start dropping some altcoin updates with price predictions. I'll go a little bit more into that in depth in a video, but that 3-day money flow crossover, I mean, guys, if you look at the past 3-day money flow crossovers, you had one right here, wound up resulting in the last bigger pump that we got on Chainlink of about 226%, and we are just starting to see it cross over now, which is already given us a 58% pump, and it's just getting started here. And even if you go back to the previous bull run, right, like where was a great time to buy Chainlink, right? Granted, you got a little bit of drawdown here, but for the most part, right, in 2018, 3-day money flow crossover, you get the pullback, but you just put in a higher low and continue up into the parabolic bull run. You fake out into the red here. Once it crosses back into the green, sure, you got a little dump, but over the long term, you wound up coming up for massive all-time highs. These 3-day money flows are nothing to scoff at. Now, again, this pump today. Last night, we were looking at Chainlink down here, not on this live stream, but I was personally looking at Chainlink down here, getting accepted into the range, saying, hey, the next target's likely going to be that POC of the range. And here we are, just a day later, sitting at that target. So those are the levels I'll be looking at on Chainlink. 3-day money flow crossover into the green looks pretty good to me. Now, again, we've come up and hit a key target. Are we, 4-day money flow crossing into the green as well? Oh, baby. It does not look too shabby, guys. But, turbulence is to be expected, right? Oftentimes, this was kind of just a straight shot up to the POC, which isn't uncommon in a bull market. But, can we pull back? Can we get some turbulence before seeing that value area high? Yes. But that's going to be the next big target is $31 for Chainlink. And, fresh 2-day green dot, money flow crossing over on the 3-day, daily green dot, taking a look at the 90-minute money flow, already in the green. So no market cipher 1/16 strategy there, but you got the daily green dot. I mean, things are looking pretty good here for Chainlink. And what did we talk about last week, guys? Seeing the higher market cap. I mean, this is literally just the money flow of crypto. Bitcoin moves, and then the profits get taken when Bitcoin dominance hits a key level, which it absolutely did. Hit that golden pocket that we were looking at, which was marked as key here on the live stream. We get that pullback. Those profits get rolled into the high and mid cap altcoins. What is Chainlink? It is a high to mid cap altcoin. Right? What is even like the a little while ago, right? We haven't really seen Polkadot now pushing to the upside here, but what were we looking at on Polkadot when we were all the way down here? We were looking at the same things, the 2-day money flow. 2-day money flow, which is now crossed over into the green, right? And not only that, there are many things that pointed to these moves to the upside. And the volume profiles have a lot to do with it. And what is Polkadot? Polkadot is like a dinosaur coin or a higher market cap altcoin, right? People are going to come in and remember these coins from last cycle. And they're going to be like, oh, wow, like maybe I should still buy Polkadot. It hasn't broken all-time highs. As a matter of fact, it's pretty far away from all-time highs. It's still, at this point, 446% away from its previous all-time high. Now, do I think Polkadot's going to rip off into massive new all-time highs? I don't know. Higher market caps are harder to pump, right? So I don't know if I'm expecting that. But even if we got to the previous all-time high, it's a 446% pump, right? And that's not including, we were looking at this in the premium Discord, made a call down here. I've shown this a million times, so I won't show it again in the Discord. Maybe I will. But, not only Ondo came up to hit that target, but Polkadot was another big thing that we were looking at down here for a move of 100% up to the local value area high at about $4.27. And then that next major target, just looking for price to go from this area of value into this area of value. We've seen many coins do this, and Polkadot may just be lagging behind a little bit, but we've already gotten that first move of 100% up to this value area high. And I am actually long Polkadot right now based off this. Let me see if I can pull this up. Where we at? Okay, yeah. So I am still, or not still, but I am actually long on Polkadot here on Femex. Can you guys see that? I think you can. So yeah, up $1,800 on this. I actually took this right before the live stream started. But yeah, took this again, guys, based off simple volume profile. I mean, doing it live. Value area low, key resistance until proven otherwise. Once you hold this as support, we're looking for price to potentially get us a move up into the POC of the range at 1046. Once we flip that, we can look for a move up to about 1092. And the beautiful thing here is this is only a local. Let me see. Do I have this long position on here? Yeah, so that's basically the trade here. But this is kind of just still a local volume profile, because if we zoom out here, you could see even if we fill that range, we are still massively far from that bigger value area to the upside. So pretty nice, right? Like that $1,800 in profit is really only made off of this little move that we made here. And when you zoom out, you can see how far away we really are to massive moves up on Polkadot. So pretty nice there. And yeah, I actually was not paying much attention to this position, so it's nice to see it up here about 13%. This is a $64,000 position. And then here is this is also the short on Bitcoin that I was talking about earlier. We are in that as well. That is up $548. So yeah, nice trades here. Not too bad. Not a bad way to start off the week here after a little Thanksgiving break. But there we go. Again, it's just all volume profile theory. Whether you're looking at this as whether you're using this as a local trading strategy or a macro accumulation strategy, which we also did when we were chilling down here, right? Looking to accumulate DOT within this range, even below here, accumulate it before the big breakout. And yeah, I mean, we'll see if we can break out here and come up into this, next major target for Polkadot, the local targets here. POC sitting at about 1047. This is in the context of this local trade that I have open here on Femex, right? In the context of this local trade, I will be looking for this POC sitting at about 1045, value area high sitting at 1090. But like the bigger targets would really be like massive doorway to higher prices here. I will just label it the infamous or famous, I should say, doorway to higher prices, value area low at about 1417. We break above that. That's where I'm looking to potentially come up and fill these larger ranges up to close to the value area high, which is very close to the all-time highs. I will be taking a lot of profit on my Polkadot on the way up here, though, because, again, I'm not expecting Polkadot to just, like, absolutely rip up to, like, $500 or anything like that. Just remember, the higher market cap coins are much harder to get those huge moves. But when you see them undervalued here in the premium Discord, premium got it down here. That value area high is a 690% pump. You don't even have to hit the previous all-time highs to get a 700% pump on Polkadot. And again, chasing the undervalued coins. And to be quite honest with you guys, you could still technically call this in a lower accumulation zone. So is it too late to buy Polkadot? If you think it's going up to, $36 here to the value area high, in my opinion, it's still a nice move to the upside. So still some room here to run on Polkadot. But we'll see. Is this thing going to dump? Or can we get this? I'll even put a dot POC. We'll just put an alert here in case we hit that. But that's what I'm looking at here on Polkadot. And again, if we take the look at these higher time frames, 2-day money flow crossover, 3-day money flow looking to cross over into the green as well. Could Polkadot be next for a massive rip into its macro bull market range? Potentially. So there you go. Shout out to 3 Diglets. Bro, thank you so much for that $100 super chat before, by the way. I guess I have to get a waterproof keyboard now. So shout out to 3 Diglets. Thank you so much. You did not have to send another super chat, bro. I appreciate you so much, though. He said, can we take a look at AVAX today? Yes, absolutely. We could take a look at AVAX. Real quick, though, let me check in on chat real quick. Let's see. Do I think Jasmine can hit those old all-time highs? Just at first glance here, just to look really quickly. You know, Jasmine's a little bit different with the highs here in 2021 at about 36 cents. I do think Jasmine has potential to come up there. But even Jasmine here, like, what's going on? You got above this value area low. And guys, we teach this in the premium Discord. I mean, I teach it here for free on the live streams as well. But we really focus on like what you should be looking for on entry triggers on these value areas, like what I actually look to take the trades. But like what happened here, right? It's just once again, like we have these levels set. I don't draw these levels after price hits them, right? These have been on the chart forever. But you look for a break into your value area, flip that value area low to support, and that's where you look for the POC and potentially the value area highs to come in, which this is sitting at about 0.038. So we'll see. I mean, locally, this looks pretty good, right? We're back inside this value area, and it's the same old, same old. You have your lower accumulation from down here. We broke out. We came back in. We respected the range again. And as we are breaking out again, we're just going to look at this upper ranges context. The hard part here with Jasmine is it's really hard to pull these upper profiles, right? Like if I pull this, that's a really wonky range to look at. Now, does that mean that those levels aren't going to get respected? No, it doesn't mean that. But, you know, I would like to see if there was like a nice, like, you know, if there was like a nice sideways range here, you know, that would be a better thing to pull a range on. But like this is kind of wonky. It's really hard for me to pull these ranges. I could like, just because of the price action, like looking like this, I could pull this little upper value area. I'll give you some higher targets for Jasmine. Right, so here we go. Up here, you have a local value area between about 14, almost 15 cents, POC at 16 cents, and then 22, 23 cents is that value area high. But again, you know, this is going to give you a little hang up potentially, and we're pretty far away from that at this point. But that's really the only volume profile I can kind of cleanly pull from those highs. You know, maybe I can pull this, right, as like another little zone of resistance, but like it's not that big of a range, right? Where like on a lot of other coins, it's like, you know, something like Polkadot, it's very, very, very clear, right? It's just like massively clear where those next big ranges are, but you don't really have that on Jasmine, so it's a little bit harder to call for. But I do think, I mean, if we just pull the Jasmine back up real quick, right? You know, looking at the 2-day money flow crossover into the green, 3-day. Actually, money flow not crossing over into the green. I'd actually really like to see that curve up a little bit more, to be quite honest with you. 4-day money flow crossover into the green. 5 days already in the green. Let's check that weekly. Yeah, monthly green dot as well. I mean, the high time frames, guys, for altcoins. I mean, I've been screaming from the rooftops. The coins that are undervalued. Things like DOT before it moved. Things like TIA before the breakout. Things like TIA down here, right? Things like Chainlink, things that we've looked at, so many things that have been undervalued. Things like Ondo, before it got this massive rip to the upside down here. And if you've been watching, you know we've been looking at this stuff. And I don't say it again to brag. I just show this to let you guys know that like when you're in those lower accumulations, like you can look for those upper value areas to get filled. It's simply just a rotation of value. And especially in a bull market, it's very easy. I don't want to say easy, but it's very simple to just bet on the move to the upside. Especially when the volume profiles call for that, and as well as money flow, right? There's many things calling for these things to pump, and there you go. Thank God we accumulated Ondo down here, and TIA down here, and Polkadot down here, and XRP down here, waiting for these fills of these upper value areas. Absolutely insane. Shout out to Tyler Rayburn. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. He said, could you show how to move XRP off of KuCoin before they shut it down on the 17th, please? Help, my money is trapped and I will lose it. It won't let me. Shout out to Tyler Rayburn. You should just be able to withdraw. You should just be able to withdraw. So you would just like go to your wallet, pick what you want to withdraw, click withdraw, and then send it to a different address or a different exchange. So shout out to Tyler. If you don't know how to do, you could just like, if you just Google or YouTube, like how to move money in on or off an exchange, it's pretty, it's not super difficult. It's, you should be able to see that. But shout out to Tyler. I can't go into it right now just because it'll hold up the live stream. But unless it's telling you like your withdrawal is suspended or something, that would be a different story. But yeah, you should be good. Should be good. Maybe he has to clear first. Shout out to Dylan. Yeah, potentially. So yeah, that's what we're looking at on Jasmine. That's kind of what I would expect. It's all based off the same theories here, guys. And obviously we come up here and we let you guys know where we think things are going. So even if you don't understand it, I'm here to just hold your hand and walk you through it as price action develops. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You smash that like button so you don't miss these updates, our live streams or market updates that we drop. Because I will be dropping XRP updates, chain link updates with new levels, price targets, etc., predictions. Let's see. Okay. Let me just make sure I do not. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any. Yo, shout out to Cryptic Crabman. Yo, shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for gifting those Frankie Candles memberships, bro. Yo, 15 Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. Shout out to Cryptic Crabman. Let's get it. That was super delayed. I did not see those come in, but shout out to Cryptic Crabman. I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you for doing that. And shout out to anybody who just got a membership. You can use those special emojis. Drop those purple candles in the chat or drop a golden emoji if you guys have those. If you have a membership here, drop those in the chat right now. Wick said, I'm looking to swap XRP into TIA. I am scaling out of XRP. Frankie, next target, 329. Shout out to Wick589. Yeah, I mean, right up to that all-time high is probably going to be the next target. So, Wick, I would have to agree with you. 329 probably going to be a pretty good target to look at as it is front-running that all-time high, which might not be a bad thing to do. You might want to front-run that all-time high. A lot of people have been sitting on XRP waiting for this thing to do something. So, yeah, shout out to Wick589. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. And thank you for being an OG of the CandleMafia, bro. Let me see. H-bar. We'll take a look at H-bar. Yo, Alt F4. Thank you, bro. $5 for the waterproof keyboard, dude. Thank you so much for that. We will be getting a coffee-proof keyboard. We'll order one tonight. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the super chats. I appreciate you guys endlessly. There's those emojis, baby. Let's get it. All right, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look at H-bar. H-bar is obviously getting that ripski to the upside here. Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of one of those things, guys. It's kind of one of those things where this is what we've been looking at, and obviously I'll give you an update on the levels and everything, but we have been looking. Let me see if I can find the actual H-bar. Was it the MEXC? Yeah. Like, where's H-bar sitting, right? Like, to no surprise of our own, come on, price action. Man, I now I'm just missing this black coffee. Let's see. Yeah, so come on. Give me some price history there. There we go. Right? Same thing. Value area. Balance. Once you get the imbalance, you're looking for price to gravitate towards your old area of balance. Very simple. This is why I like to teach this stuff on the live stream, because if you paid attention to any live streams over the past couple months, you knew, right, or you were aware that this is where the accumulation was likely to be the best time to buy, right? For that break to the upside, to not only get a pump, right? Not just like, oh, pump it to where we think price is going to go, but specific levels and guidelines on where price is likely to go next. What happens? We imbalance out of this range. We start our journey up to the next key level. And what happens here, guys? It is absolute and total magic. You get above the value area low, flip it to support, POC, and now the next target for H-bar, in my opinion, would be about 36 cents. Absolutely beautiful. Value area high. As long as you hold above the POC, I'd be looking towards that value area high at 36 cents. Unbelievable. How did Moding rip so hard with money flow in the red? Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris. I don't know how to say your last name. Thank you for the super chat, though. I appreciate you. So the short answer to the question is money. No indicator is just going to be. I guess the short answer is like that's not really how it works, right? Very often, obviously, like you could see here, you could back test this at on any time frame or any a 2-day money flow crossover into the green is typically where you wind up seeing those bigger rips to the upside. Money flow crosses into the green. You get the bigger rip to the upside. This is oftentimes the situation. But if you have money flow in the red and you get some kind of news event or you get some kind of a whale that buys a mega amount, right, and it rips up, especially on like a meme coin or something, someone just makes a huge buy, it's going to push price up. And indicators are not, money flow is predictive, but only because of its directional nature, right? The only reason that we can predict these moves based off money flow is because we can see that money flow is trending to the upside, right? But if price was like sitting down here and price just went straight up in a line because someone bought or there was news or something like that, there's no way for money flow to predict that on such a fast occasion like that, right? But when you see money flow trending to the upside, you would say to yourself, well, hey, we've come down to a key level, right? We actually put in bullish divergences here on the 2-day, which is a massively bullish signal for the altcoins, as I talk about all the time. And then, your bull div here at the low. Then once your money flow crosses into the green, you anticipate that trend to continue to the upside. But nothing is ever going to be able to give you oh, money flow's in the red, it can't go up. That's just not how things work. If it was that easy, everybody'd be a bazillionaire. But, what is it? Is it Mudang? Is that how you spell it? Let's see here. Smash that like button, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. 1,000 likes. We will be giving away $100 in Solana. So don't forget to smash it. Let's see. Okay, what is going on here? Crypto's no longer a thing. We're going to have to start looking at Forex, apparently, guys. It's all broken, guys. There is a matrix attack on me 100%, guys. They don't want me getting the sauce out there to the mafia. But I don't care. I don't care. We're keeping the sauce coming. Yeah, I would love to take a look at Mudang. I would love to. I would absolutely love to do this. Okay. All right. Well, that doesn't want to work. Very interesting. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we take a look at Mudang. Yeah, so when you're, and it also depends on what time frame you're looking at. Yeah, like when you just get a huge rip up like this was likely based off of this was likely, who knows why it pumped, right? But yeah, like money flow is the kind of slowest mover, right? Like you get the green dot here on your 8-hour, right? You probably had a 30-minute money flow crossover into the green as well. No, not even. But yeah, like this is a meme coin, right? Is this a meme coin? I think this is a meme coin. But yeah, and with meme coins too, like the TA isn't always respected on meme coins, right? Because like a whale could just buy here and send this thing to the moon, and like the TA will never be able to predict that because they have lower market caps, they're easier to move. So yeah, that's kind of like the easiest. Yeah, you can see like it just ripped up and money flow is just still in the red because it doesn't react instantly. What you really want to do is like you want to identify the trend. But again, like yeah, on meme coins, like I wouldn't really pay much attention to the TA on meme coins unless they're higher market cap and they have a lot of price history. Yeah, you could kind of try to figure out where your lowest, where your undervalued asset is, right, and then where the fair value is. But if I were looking at Mudang here, just to give you guys some local levels here for anybody who's interested, I saw a couple people call this out, right? So you have your value area low here, your POC, and then your value area high, coming down to a lower time frame, and you can see respected. You break up, you reject the POC, you flip it to support. Get above the POC to the value area high, reject the high, back to the low, back to the POC, rejection, back above the low to the POC, you hold the low, back above the POC. So these levels are probably going to be respected on Mudang, at least in the short term here. If you continue up, that value area high where we rejected previously at about 63 cents would kind of be that next level I'd look at. So there you go. And then other than that, it's kind of hard to find those next key levels. I mean, I'll just give you some freebies here, right? If you break out into all-time highs on this bad boy, where could you go? I would probably look to come in to this Fibonacci extension zone sitting between 80 cents and 95 cents. Not some willy-nilly price prediction. I think it's bullish. I think it can go here. Based off the Fibonacci extensions, that's where I would expect price to go if you break the all-time highs. And you guys have seen these extensions come in on many other coins. Things like SUI, I don't remember exactly what other coins, but we look at these extensions all the time, and they do wind up playing out. And the reason this works is because there's many other traders that look at these extension levels, right? That's why, when you can't look left to find previous price action to find your support and resistance, you have to use these extension levels because it's the only way to find quote-unquote imaginary levels that haven't been created yet. So if we break that all-time high, I'd look to come into this zone between about 80 and 95 cents. Break above that, that's where you could start to crack into the dollar territory, which will bring you between, $1.22 and $1.36. So yeah, I mean, how far are we away from there? Yeah, 55%, 100%. Yeah. So those are the next targets I'd look at from Mudang. But hopefully, I forgot who asked that question. Was it I'm sorry, I forget who asked that question, but hopefully that kind of explains things. Money flow is not going to react instantly with price. So that's sometimes like the indicators or TA just kind of get stepped on, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, yo, Dylan King. Yo, shout out to Dylan, bro. He said, did you ever get to show my tattoo to everyone on here? Yo, shout out to Dylan. Yes, bro. Absolutely we did. When you sent me that picture of the tattoo, yes, we 100% showed it. Shout out to Dylan. He literally has a bing bong tattoo, guys. And that makes 2 Frankie Candles tattoos out there, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me, guys. Absolutely mind-blowing to me. And shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob, also has a Frankie Candles tattoo. So shout out to you guys. But yeah, Dylan King, we absolutely showed that off. We showed that off. I would show it off again if I could find the DM. But yeah, shout out to Dylan. Thank you for the super chat, bro. So yeah, hopefully the tattoo is doing good, bro. So yeah, shout out to you, man. That is dedication, baby. That is dedication. I hope it healed good, bro. I hope it healed good. Absolutely fire. If you send it to me again, I'll try to show it off again. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. He has another one who has a fire Frankie Candles tattoo. Unbelievable. If you guys told me at one point in my life, people would be getting our brand tattooed on their body, I would not have thought that. But that's what happens, I guess, when you have the best community on Earth. Not just in crypto, on Earth. I love each and every single one of you guys. I mean that when I say it. This is why I don't. Looks great, man. Shout out to Dylan. I love it. I want to see his. Shout out to Dylan. Actually have a picture of Rob's. I'll pull it up maybe on tomorrow's live stream. We could show Rob's. I'll make a picture tomorrow. Shout out to Rob. Yeah, send it to me, bro. We'll show off Frankie Candles tattoos tomorrow. Insane, guys. I love you guys so much. This is why I don't shill scam coins and stuff, guys, because I actually appreciate my community. And I like to give just real information and real data on the charts on why prices are going to move, not just to try to randomly pump my bags, right? Like my goal here is to help you guys make money. I don't care if we can make more money by, shilling stuff or whatever. I don't care about that. I want you guys to make money. And I genuinely mean that. I love you guys. Shout out to Tony D said, should I get a Frankie Candles tattoo? Shout out to Tony D. I will say, I always say this. I said this to Rob and Dylan. I say, don't get the tattoo. Unless, if you want to, you can, but you don't have to get tattoos. Those are forever. But it is the coolest thing on earth that Dylan and Rob have tattoos. It is the coolest thing ever. Shout out to Tony D. Yes, if we hit 1,500 likes on tonight's live stream, Tony D, you have to get a Frankie Candles tattoo. Let's go. All right, let's see. Shout out to K Diggity says, FFC will be easy if you ever need to. FFC. What is FFC? Frankie Fangul Candles? I don't know. Shout out to, are you allowed to curse in Italian on YouTube? I don't know if you are. Shout out to K Diggity. Let's go. Gala. We can take a look at Gala. Absolutely. How about scratch and sniff scratch and sniff stickers of Mrs. Candle's hands is crazy. Who said that? Shout out to Bullish on Parade. Not a bad idea. I like money. Shout out to Daniel. Let's go. If you like money, you're on the right channel. I'll tell you that much. I don't know. I don't want to, not financial advice, but if you could spot doorways to higher prices, huge wick on Polkadot. Still in profit here on the trade, but yeah, big pullback here on Polkadot. But yeah, we'll see. Key level value area low at 980. As long as we hold above that, we could be good. Shout out to Satoshi. Said best 2 YouTubers, CryptoFace and Frankie. Hey, shout out to Satoshi. There's no better person to review a YouTube channel than Satoshi. And shout out to CryptoFace. It is an absolute honor to be even mentioned anywhere near CryptoFace. Shout out to the GOAT. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. And take a look at, we can take a look at Gala, as Gala was another one of those coins, guys. Gala was another one of those coins in its lower accumulation and still kind of hanging out in its lower accumulation range. Right? Lower accumulation. We get the imbalance out of this range. Obviously, we do have some of these local levels. We got 2 daily levels at about 0.087 and 10 cents. So these would kind of be the first major, right, significant level of resistance here. Speaking of CryptoFace, guys, by the way, if you want to save on Market Cypher, check out FrankieCandlesTrading.com or use my discount code. Or if you don't want to use my discount code, just go to MarketCypherTrading.com. I don't know if it's Market Cypher Trading or Market Cypher. They have fire sales going on right now. If you've ever wanted to get Market Cypher, there's no better time to do it than now, whether you use my link or not. I don't care if you use our affiliate link. Just go save money. Like the Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are the best time to up your trading game and get those tools that you've been waiting for. TradingView with 70% off select plans. The premium Discord with up to $200 off certain plans. And I think Market Cypher, I think, is like up to $900 off certain plans. So go check that out. Again, whether I don't want to shill our link too much, but whether you use our link or not, go get those deals, guys. They're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. But yeah, shout out to Rob. Thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for your service. And yeah, shoot me that picture of the new picture of the tattoo when you get a chance, bro. But have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, bro. And thank you for everything you do here as a Frankie Candles mod. The altcoin king, they call him. They call him the altcoin list king. But yeah, I mean, you know, your monthly level up here at 0.069 on Gala. So we break out of here. That would be a big level to look at. Next target to the upside, break above that. Looking at these the pocket of 2 daily horizontals here, sitting between 0.086 and 10 cents. Break above that, you know, just in general, right? These are intermediary levels, but for the most part, we imbalance out of here. We're looking to eventually make it up to that value area low, flip it to support, right? And then look for the fill of a larger range. So yeah, like the Gala still with not really that big of a breakout here. Let's check the 2-day. 2-day money flow has already crossed over into the green, and once again was the signal for that continuation of the big move up. 3-day money flow just starting to cross over into the green here, guys. I mean, if this thing's going to go, that 3-day money flow crossover could be the thing to send this thing up to some of those higher targets. So that's what I would look at. Feel free to screenshot those levels so you can keep them on your chart. Shout out to Tony D. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, code gobble gobble for 60% off Market Cypher. Shout out to Tony D. There you go. There you go. Shout out to the turkeys out there. Happy birthday, Rob, by the way, if you're still here. V-Chain, yeah, we could take a look at V-Chain. I will get that Frankie Candles tattoo for sure. Shout out to Jesse. Let's go. How many tattoos will we have by the end of the bull market? I don't know. Shout out to Dylan, and Rob got him like kind of in the bear market. I think Rob got his a little bit later, so maybe that was considered bull market. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe that'd be crazy. That blows my mind. Almost as much as shout out to Lux Algo. Almost as much as it blows my mind that you could search my name on TradingView, and we have our own indicator, free indicator, by the way. If you're new here, guys, go check this out. It is a free volume profile indicator made by Lux Algo in collaboration with me, my custom indicator to help you guys understand what I like to look at when I look at volume profiles, where you should be looking for longs and shorts, and it's 100% free. Just search Frankie Candles, click this. There's no email, no nothing. Just click it, add it to your chart. It's 100% free, and some people call it a money printer. I wouldn't call it a money printer, but some people do. But there you go. Gala, you know, potentially looking to get the breakout here on that 3-day money flow crossover into the green. We hold above this value area low. I'd be looking for those upper targets we just looked at. How can I get into the Discord? Shout out to Satoshi. You can go to frankiecandlestrading.com or, you know, link in the description down below for the free Discord as well, guys. We have an amazing free Discord. And if you guys are using any of our affiliate, if you are signed up for any exchanges such as Blowfin or Femex, links in the description down below if you guys want to sign up for those. We do oftentimes have deals with them to save you on fees or get extra bonus deposit bonuses. But if you are using any of our affiliate exchanges, guys, or any of our exchange affiliates, you can come into the dining room here. Am I tripping right now? Shout out to Tony D. Am I losing my mind? There's no get access on the dining room. Am I tripping? Well, there should be. Hopefully you're seeing it. There's a get access channel here in the dining room. This is our freemium section of the Discord. So if you don't want to take advantage of the Black Friday deals and save up to 200% on the premium Discord, you use our exchange affiliates, you will be able to get access to the dining room where you will get one free premium TA post remedy. Oh no, wait, hang on. What's going on here? I don't know why that's not here. At Tony D. I'm sure he knows. But yeah. You can get in here. It's free, right? But you will get one. I don't want to show. Let me see. Did we? I don't think we posted one this week. But yeah, you can see here. You will get some premium sauce here once a week from the Discord. So if you want to see how we look for trades or how the setups look when we post in the premium Discord, how it works, you get it's kind of like an endless free trial. You get one post per week. A lot of times they are long setups or short setups. Sometimes it's just general analysis. But if you want to take a peek at that, you can check out the dining room, and hopefully that is working. Did I say save 200%? I meant $200. Shout out to Dave Digital. Thank you for pointing that out. Accidentally got moved into the Darren section. Oh, shout out to Tony D. So hopefully that's back soon. But you guys can come to that dining room, read the Get Access page, and you'll get access to get a little free trial here. But if you want to save $200, up to $200 off the premium Discord, go to Frankie Candles Trading. You'll see the deals there. But anyway, Gallo looking pretty nice here. 2-day money flow crossover. What happened here last time or 3-day money flow crossover? Last time we got that. Nice little 290% pump to the upside. You know, I'm not saying we have to pump 290%, but that would bring us right into our target of the value area low of the macro range. So we'll see. I do own Gala from down here. I did accumulate some down here, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. Let's check in on Polkadot. Is this thing going to 0 yet? Yeah, might be looking to go back down to retest this value area low. Maybe we're going to get stopped out here. I don't know. Shout out to Kate Diggity. Said, if you don't honor the 200% discount, I'm going to speak with the supervisor. Yo, shout out to Kate Diggity, bro. Shout out to Kate Diggity. Phoebe says hi, bro. Phoebe says hi. Okay, so let's take a quick, we took a look at Gala. Let's take a look at VeChain. Someone asked for VeChain. We could definitely take a look at VeChain. I haven't looked at VeChain in a minute, but I know this. If you were here last time, we looked at VeChain. Same thing. Like, this is, if you watch the Frankie Candles YouTube channel and you were taking our information seriously between, call it June 6th, ever since June 6th, you were up massively and hitting the first targets on all these moves. Shout out to the CandleMafia. Insane. But, I mean, where do we look? What do we look for? Same exact thing. Break out the previous range. Look for price to get gravitated to your next area of balance, which is sitting up here from the bull market of 2021. Value area low, sitting at 5 cents. Where is VeChain sitting right now? Right at that value area low. This is how the market moves, guys. The market is always seeking fair value. When you imbalance out of here, you look for the fair value, which we kind of had small fair value. We had fair value from previous move here. But fair value, fair value. Once you impulse and get imbalance out of here, you look to seek fair value, which is sitting right here. Once you get accepted into this fair value, you look to fill the range and hole, go to the POC, and the value area high. Absolutely beautiful. And I guess my VeChain bags are up. It's hard to keep track of all the coins that I hold. But there you go. 2-day money flow crossover into the green again. If you're looking at any altcoins, guys, and you believe in them and you think they're going to pump, watch out for these 2-day money flow crossovers. It's a very simple and easy way to look for pumps in the market. On these higher time frames, 3-day money flow looking to cross over into the green too. These money flow crossovers are looking pretty good on a lot of these coins. Yo, shout out to Dave Digital. Said, I did the math. Frankie now owes me $78.96 for premium. Yo, shout out to Dave Digital. Man, I got to stop giving 200% discounts. Now we're in the red. I owe him $78.96 a month for premium. So I have to pay Dave Digital to be in the premium. Shout out to Crypto Billy. What is going on, Billy? Welcome in, bro. Good to see you in here. Hope you're doing well, bro. Hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. I mean, we talked on Thanksgiving, but shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Blockchain Domain. Said, show the new guys how to find the value areas. Shout out to Blockchain Domain. We could do that potentially. What's the indicator on the crossover into the green? Shout out to Asuna. Hopefully I said that right. That is Market Cipher B. We actually just talked about it. They are doing Black Friday sales. You could use code GOBBLE to save, I believe, up to $900 on select plans, or up to 60%. Here we go. Shout out to Jesse. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Here we go. Shout out to Phoebe the Goat. My imaginary pet goat, guys, which is soon to be a real goat. I promise you. We already tried to rent a goat, guys. I already had Tony D reach out to all the farms around to try to rent a baby goat so we could bring them on here on stream. But no one wanted to do it. No one wanted their goat to be famous. I don't know why. Yeah, so that's for VeChain. I mean, pretty nice here, right? Break above this value area low sitting at 0.058. Look for an 0.085 cent VeChain and a 14 cent VeChain. And just hopefully, like, the repetitiveness of this just helps you guys see. Like, there will likely be, I don't want to act like it's guaranteed, right? Anything can happen in trading. But very likely, we will be sitting in a situation where we're looking in hindsight saying, remember when we looked at this? Just like on XRP at 62 cents down here, and XRP here at $1.60 before this move up and before this move up, right? There will be a time. Last week, we were saying, can we see a 252 XRP? We said we thought we could because of the value area. We got it, right? Same thing on almost all of the altcoins. So they're likely, can we see at least a 8 cent VeChain? I do think if we can get above this value area low and hold it, I think we can see it somewhat soon, especially with the way the money flow looks on the higher time frames. So there you go. Worth it to buy Market Cipher B. Shout out to Asuna. I would say so. Whether you use my code or not, I said this in the premium Discord today. If I didn't have a code for Market Cipher, I would still tell people to use Market Cipher because it simply works. Like it's a huge part of my analysis. Same thing with Lux Algo. These are things that I've used before I was ever affiliated with them at all. I used them, and then it just happened to be a good match for me to be affiliated with them because I use them and love them, and they work so well. So there you go. So that's what I'd be looking at on VeChain. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Crypto Billy said, someone forgot to flat smack that like button. I see you. Smash that like button, guys. Let's go. Let's see. Yes, we took a look at XRP already. Shout out to Whip. Just scrub back just a little bit, and you will see that analysis. Let's see. Okay, so let me go ahead and what did I just see? Somebody. Oh, shout out to Crypto Pollo. Speaking of farm animals. Crypto Pollo said, take a look at that peanut TA from the other week. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Pollo. We took a look at peanut. We took a look at peanut recently, guys, and I believe. Do I have it here? I think it was this chart. We looked at it. We gave a long setup on the live stream as like a little freebie. Yeah, I think it was on this chart. We were looking for what was it on? Yeah, we were looking, probably back here, looking for the, I don't know if it was here or, yeah, it must have been back here. We were looking for this fill of the range as we were coming down to the value area low, looking to get back in here, come up to the value area high, and that wound up playing out beautifully. But, on Peanut, anybody who's into these, meme coins, it's kind of like, kind of a similar setup here. Like we start blasting off out of here, I'd be looking for a move up to about $1.54. Start flipping that to support. Look up to the POC at about $1.40, $1.74. Flip that, looking up towards $1.90, and then potentially off into attack the all-time high up here at about 240, or 250, I should say. So yeah, take a look. You don't have the 2-day money flow because there's not enough price action here, so the high time frames are hard to call. But here's your value area. Your previous area of value is sitting up here. So you impulse, I would expect this range to come in. I wish I could see those higher time frames, though. I'm not going to lie. All right, let's see. Shout out to Sakib. Hopefully I said that correctly, bro. He says, how's the money flow looking on TIA and SUI, please? We'll take a look at money flow on TIA, which is obviously something we've been covering forever here on the live stream, guys. Looking to accumulate TIA down here in the accumulation range. Your 2-day money flow is crossed over into the green, front running. That bigger move to the value area high and up to the value area low. 3-day money flow is looking to creep up here just a little bit. That would be the next major signal I would look for. So I have accumulated TIA down here. We have gotten the breakout. I cut my DCAs when we broke out, and now as we pull back, I have turned them back on. So I am accumulating back in again here. If we can get a move, key level of support I would be looking at is going to be the value area high. I don't know if we're going to get all the way back down there, but if we do, 649 is going to be a key level as it is the POC/value area high of the previous range. And sometimes when you break out, you want to come back down and test these levels before getting a bigger breakout. But again, I'm not guaranteeing we get down there, but if I'm going to keep my DCAs on to see if we can get a bigger move down. I've already bought a little bit more on that pullback, but my anticipation is like if I can get in this general area before we break up to much higher prices, I'd be happy with getting an entry price down here. My entry on TIA is very, very nice, and I've kind of beaten the dead horse here on TIA. Like we've talked about this almost every live stream. Like, guys, I don't know how much lower people want this to go. So again, it's just the same theory here, and we're tapping on that doorway to higher prices, which is sitting right here at 877. Flip that to support. We could see a $12.38 TIA come in pretty easily, in my opinion. So watching that 3-day money flow crossover to be the next big signal to the upside. So yeah, and then SUI, if you take a look at SUI, we took a look at SUI a long time ago. Looking at things like the 2-day money flow crossover, which obviously called for the continuation of the trend before this pullback into our exact key level that we looked at, which was the 786. That's old news, though, now, so I won't even go over that. But, your 3-day money flow here is already crossed over into the green. 4-day money flow trying to peek back into the green here. 5-day coming down a little bit. 6-day. Weekly red dot is confirmed. So, yeah, SUI kind of had a mind of its own. Like, SUI already had, like, a massive rip. While a lot of the altcoins were still sleeping here. So SUI does look a little bit different, but I will say if it continues up, the next target for me is going to be about $4.37 up to about $4.96. So that'd be kind of the next target to the upside on SUI, in my opinion, if you break the high and come up to a new all-time high. Money flow is not in the perfect, not in the same exact situation as everything else, though. We're already deep in the green here, and the 3-day money flow is already in the green as well. So a little bit different there, a little bit harder to read. But yeah, there you go. Shout out to Sakib. Hopefully that helps you out. So yeah, Tia in the similar situation as everything else. Sui not so much. Doesn't mean it can't continue to pump though. Shout out to DRM Brothers. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Said my second super chat asking for Moo. Our super chats not allowed anymore for requests. My first one got ignored. Shout out to DRM. Yeah, it's really, really, especially with all the attention and retail coming back, it's very hard to catch every single super chat when they come in. But super chats, we've talked about maybe stopping super chats just because super chats do not guarantee that we'll be able to see your altcoin. I wish I could look at every single altcoin, but I don't want anyone like wasting money on super chats thinking it's guaranteed. It is not. Otherwise, we'd have to sit here 24/7. But don't tempt me with a good time. But it is like literally impossible. But yeah, we could take a look at Moo. I did miss that first one, so I apologize for that. But thank you for the super chat. And yes, we could take a look at Moo. No problemo. Take a look at this. Take a look at the MEXC chart. Yeah, Moo was, I think we looked at this on the live stream for a long from the value area low up to that local value area high for a nice little 17% scalp. That was the last time we looked at Moo. And now, she's losing the range, baby. She's losing the range here. Yeah, kind of hard to say on Moo. Like the price action is pretty dang wonky just because on meme coins, that is typically the case. However, not even looking at your volume profile, but if you just kind of look at your range here, right? I'll just draw this as a general range, right? You did wind up coming down, right? You kind of just bing-bonged around here. You got the breakout. You got the retest of the not value area high, but these previous highs here. And then you wound up kind of wiggling up. Could this have been a potential? Let me see here. Whoops. Could this have been a potential higher low before a much bigger move up? I would say potentially, right? Now, it's hard because, again, there's not a lot of price action here, to analyze. But we got the breakout. We pulled back into a golden pocket 786 zone. We held the 786. And now we could potentially be looking for a potential break of structure to the upside. Now, as far as the 2-day money flow, it doesn't look as good. And again, on the meme coins, it's a little less reliable in my opinion. But the 3-day VWAP coming up, this is a little bit harder to read with money flow because you're kind of just back in the red, back in the green, bing-bonging around there a little bit. It's a little less clear in my own personal opinion. But the key levels, like in the long term, right? Like you could have come up, put in a higher low here for potential break of structure to the upside. However, locally, I would kind of just be looking at this local value area. If you get a push back up, your key level to break is here at about 5038. Flip that to support. Look for a move to the value area high. But yeah, these meme coins are sometimes hard to look at, right? And like even if I hide this, you could potentially just pull this as its own kind of range. Whoops. Kind of gives you a little bit of a better context here. It's not even the prettiest, to be quite honest with you, but could look at it like this potentially. Where we at? Where's that horizontal rate? Boom, boom, boom. Right. So your value area low, you could take these levels, 3807, POC at 5183, and then 6402. So in this context, you deviate above the high, right? You deviate below the low, flip the value area low to support, POC, value area high, back to the POC, back to the low, back to the POC, back to the low, back to the high, deviation, back to the POC, back to the low, back to the POC, high, deviation above the high, back to the POC, get stuck under the value area high. Now we could potentially be on our way to come back down to that value area low. Remember, when it comes to volume profiles, this is overvalued, this is undervalued. Shorts, longs, get back up, flip it to support, look for the fill of the range. Deviate above, look for the fill of the range. When you get above the value area high and you get accepted back into the range, the next likely place for price to go is that POC. Once you lose the POC, the next likely place for price to go is the value area low. So on and so forth. So it would be nice if you could, and again, this is a meme coin, so I don't know if it's going to be respected as much as it would be on other coins. But if you can get back down to this value area low, I would potentially be looking for longs. But yeah, that's what I'd be looking at on Mumu. Or Mew Mew. Mew Mew or Mumu? Mumu? Mew Mew? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Let's see. Is Tia a good entry right now? Shout out to Box. I mean, is it the best entry? I mean, the best entry was when we were looking at it down here. But like I said, like I've DCA'd in here. I can't tell you this is a good entry or not, right? You could buy it here and it could rip up. You could buy it here. It could come down. It's, you know, if it was as easy as just saying like this is a great entry or not, it's too hard to say. However, I have DCA'd in here, right? And then stopped my DCA once we started breaking out. And then once we started projecting here, I started DCAing in a little bit more. So that's kind of how I handled it. But I've gotten a majority of my TIA down here, like vast majority, right? So take that for what it's worth. I would love to see a pullback to here. If we came back down to this value area high, I'd probably dump another bag in rather than just DCA in. I'd probably just drop a bag. But it's very, 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 very hard. It's not a guarantee that we come down there. In a bull market, like sometimes these little pullbacks are all you get, but it's very hard to tell. And to be quite honest, locally here on TIA, I will say, on the higher time frames, you did kind of just like sweep this low. So it's really hard to say if it's a great entry. Like when it's a great entry, in my opinion, like when I scream buy down here, or not, I don't tell people to buy down here, but when I scream I'm accumulating here, I don't know how much lower this is going to go. Like that's the best entry. But you know, we are pulling back. The hard thing is like, yeah, you just don't know in a bull market. Like sometimes this is all you get before the next big move up. Like look at XRP. Right? Like if you were waiting for pullbacks on XRP, that's all you got before the next move. That's all you got before the next move. Maybe that's all we get before the next move. It's the same thing on TIA, right? Like you get the move up, maybe that's all we get. It's very hard to say. But like, that's why I like the dollar cost average, right? Like I don't love to just dump in, I have dumped in a couple bags down here because I knew that was very oversold. But it's hard. Like if you dump your whole bag in here and then you dump down here, you're going to think like, oh, I should have waited, right? So in my opinion, if I didn't have any TIA right now and I had to buy it right now, I would put a little bit in here, some percentage, whether it's 10, 20, 30, 50% of my bag, and then hope for another drop to pick up more. But at least if it doesn't go down there and I don't get to pick up my next bag, at least I'm exposed somewhat down here. So that's what's nice about not putting your whole bag in at one price. Everybody just wants to dump it all in at one spot. I don't recommend that. Unless you're in a very clearly oversold area, right? Like below a lower value area, like a lower accumulation range like we were here. Same thing on Polkadot, right? Like Polkadot was like, we were not only at the low of our accumulation range, we were below the bear market accumulation range, right? So I was dumping bags in Polkadot down here. All right, let's see. Shout out to Colton. It says Femex token. Yeah, we could try to take a look at Femex token. If we do not get to your coins, guys, we will try to look at them tomorrow. Let's see. Shout out to AI Meso. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, can you check out Pepe Pig? We could try to take a look at that. We are running out of time here. Blockchain Domain said, come on, man, do my meme coin. Kaka poo poo pee pee. Blockchain, I'll tell you what, bro. It's hard to know if that is actually a joke or not. Shout out to Blockchain Domain. He said, got a $4 market cap, and it's ready to rip. Let's go. Shout out to Blockchain Domain. We'll look at Kaka Poo Poo Pee Pee in a second. Shout out to Blockchain. But yeah, we can. Let me take a look at Femex token. Then we'll try to take a look at Pepe Pig. And that'll probably if we don't look at all the altcoins, guys, we will try to take a look at them tomorrow. Again, I don't know, Tony. We might have Adam. We could take a look at Adam. I'd rather look at Adam than Pepe Pig. The one thing you have to understand, like even if I look up Pepe Pig, right? Like the thing with the meme coins. It's Pepe AI. Right, like like that's probably a super low market cap meme coin. Like we're not going to be able to find a chart for that. And if we did, it would probably be very hard to analyze. Like if it's a super low market cap meme coin, it's very hard to do TA on. And it doesn't look like there is even a chart for this on TradingView. So I literally can't take a look at this even if I wanted to. If that is the ticker. I don't know what the actual ticker is. But thank you for the super chat, bro. Hopefully, Yeah, it's probably something you would have to look at on not on TradingView, and it's probably going to be really hard to do TA on. Femex token though, let's take a look at PT real quick. Okay, let's take a look here. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, this thing is. Let me see if. Okay. So yeah, this is also kind of hard to do TA on, at least on the higher time frames, right? This is kind of just like grinding to the upside here. No real significant value area that I can pull. But what I can pull is this volume profile right here, which we kind of broke out of. Actually, pull this like this. Boom. Value area low, POC, value area high. So yeah, you know, this was somewhat respected. High, low, breakout, retest the POC, and then we got the bigger move up. But this is hard. There's not a lot of price history on this either. So I can really only give you local analysis on this, right? So like, if you get the bigger move down, this would be the value area I'd look at. 121 or 122 value area high, 112 POC, $1.06 value area low. That'd be kind of what I'd look at for the move to the downside. But to be honest, there's really nothing I can look up to as far as like, I mean, I guess we can look at this. Take a look at the 4-hour. Yeah, this is hard. This is just like grinding to the upside. So could pull this as like a local volume profile as a area of balance above, right? So yeah, I mean, it's really hard. This is a hard chart to read, to be quite honest with you. And I don't want to give you like information. If I can't give you like a good solid read on it, I don't really want to give it to you. But let's see here. Value area high. So, I mean, if you did get another push up, you could look for a move into that value area. But again, it's a pretty tight range. I mean, it's between, you know, this is only a 3% range. POC here, I'll just mark that out as well. So those are some levels I would look at to the upside. But other than that, once you break above this, there's really nothing I can look at. We just have this massive wick. So really hard. I wish I could cover this more in detail, but I could really only give you levels to the downside for the most part because I don't really have anything I can look at above. Actually, probably look at this. This context might be a little bit better. And then if I pull this range from the low to the high. Yeah, so you're hitting this golden pocket. I would look at the key level of support down below would be the value area high 786 confluence. You actually see an anchored VWAP here real quick. Yeah, so this would be a pretty interesting level. If you can get a drop down there, this would be a key level of support. If you can get the, you know, maybe come down here, get the bounce back up to higher prices. But then if you get down below, you start losing the 786. That's where I'd look for the POC, break the POC, look down to the value area low. So there you go. Again, a little bit of a hard chart to read, but that's what I got for you, bro. Hopefully that helps you out. Shout out to Genesis. We actually did take a look at H-bar. We did the analysis on H-bar. If you scrub back just a little bit, you will see that. So you just scrub back until you take a look at until you see H-bar on the chart. The chart looks something like this. Genesis, if you don't know what to look for, just look for the chart that looks like that, and you'll know it's H-bar. But shout out to you, bro. We did take a look at it, so just scrub back. Thank you for the super chat, though. And let's see. Bada boom. Oh, yeah, the pin chat. We kind of lost the pin chat here. We did H-bar. I will do, let me see here. We could take a look at Algo real quick. Let's take a look at Algo, which is obviously getting a massive push to the upside. Did we interact with this? Did we take? I don't think we took a look at Algo. But yeah, we got the break out of the lower range. This kind of was a little bit respected, but that's now dead and gone. Here's your key level broken. This was the key level we looked at on Algo last week, I believe. Yeah, we looked at this last week, calling this the key level. Why, you may ask? Well, the answer is hashtag low volume gap, guys. Hashtag low volume gap. Once we hold above this level, this is where that move up to the value area low may happen pretty quickly because of this fall off in volume. Price likes to stick to the high volume nodes, but it does not like to stick to the low volume gaps. When we break through here, I mean, this is what we looked at. Get above this level, fall into the low volume gap. We could see things start to fly up to about 78 cents for Algorand. to the value area low of the range, of the upper range. Once we flip above that, right? Once we get above here, fly through the low volume gap, get above here, go up to the POC at $1.09, flip, or $1.03, flip that to support, look up towards about $1.69, $1.70 for Algorand. That's what I look at. Plain and simple. We are cracking that key level of support, resistance, low volume gap. I actually think there's another algo chart that we have where we actually have the low volume gap labeled. There it is. Right? We don't make this stuff up, guys. We don't just come up here and be like, don't draw this level that we can say we talked about. Like, we've been looking at this, right? There's your shelf. Could have been resistance, but we wound up breaking above it, and now we are potentially launching into this low volume gap to push up to about 72 cents and eventually get to this actual doorway to higher prices sitting at 82 cents. Flip this to support, POC, $1.02, $1.03, up to the value area high at $1.78, right? Slightly different levels, but same idea, right? There we go. We'll see if that low volume gap gives us the move. Remember, quick move down oftentimes leads to a quick move up. Very, very often. So there you go. That's what I'd be looking at on algo. Also taking a look at your high time frame money flow 4-day coming up. 5-day money flow crossing over into the green. 3-day money flow crossing into the green as well. Not too shabby in that 2-day money flow crossover. Of course, like on everything else, called the move before it happened. So yeah, there you go. Down at these oversold levels. Money flow crossover into the green on the 2-day. Big rip up to the value area low. Or I'm sorry, the low volume gap. Literally could not be more perfect. TA is magic, guys. TA is magic. All right, let's see. XRP is falling. Oh, no. Consolidation. Not too shabby. Not going to go up in a straight line forever. You got to get some consolidation or pullbacks before you get that next leg up. But, I mean, you have had quite a rip. I know there's a lot of people hoping that you can get these cool-offs on XRP. But let's see here. Dog, we could take a look at Dog. Not to be confused with Doge. I believe this is the dog that you're talking about. Somebody stop me if it's not. Let's see. How's Bitcoin doing? Just still chilling sideways. How's Polkadot doing? I got to make sure I'm not going to get wrecked here. Yeah, just still kind of chilling there. All right. Ondo's still ripping, baby. $1.50. Let's go. I actually took a long on Ondo at where was it? No, where was it? It was at. I actually don't remember my entry. It was down here at the value area low. Yeah, I actually closed it today, unfortunately. I closed it right up here at that value area low. But it wasn't a long-term hold. Right? It was just a little trade for that run to the upside. Made a decent amount of money. But I want to point this out, guys. I closed, right? I longed, not down here at this exact level, but I longed down here to ride Ondo up, targeting the value area low, the upper range. I closed my trade here. Am I chasing this? No. Am I mad that this kept pumping? Absolutely not. I don't care, right? I made a ton of money on this. Move to the upside. And the plan for that trade was to ride it up here. I was going to hold a portion of it, which would have been nice, but this move up and these missed gains are none of my business, right? If you start looking at these moves, these missed moves, right, or the extra profit that you could have had, you're chasing money that's not yours. It's none of your business if you missed it. Like, this move up is none of my business. That was not part of my plan, right? It was basically part of my plan. Oh, wait, hang on a second. I'm sorry. I closed my trade here, not here. Because we filled the whole range. I closed my trade right here, and then it came down, and then we got another rip up. I don't care that I missed this move, right? If you start looking at the charts like that, where it's like, oh man, I should have just held it, and then you try to get in up here, and then it comes down on you. Missed gains are none of your business. This is the best way I can put this. Missed gains are none of your business. I made my money here, which was the plan. I could have held a portion of it for a bigger breakout, but I didn't, and that's okay. If I start chasing, I'm going to eat up the profits that I made on this move by just trying to chase something after it's too late. The only reason this is annoying for me is because I would have loved to show that trade. It was up like 11 grand, so it would have been fun to show that. But I can't just hold. This is something I struggle with as a content creator, guys. Sometimes I like to just try to hold those trades which I don't recommend anybody do this. Never trade based off your emotions or anything other than information and analysis. But as a content creator, I am in a little bit of a weird situation, where it's like sometimes I want to hold the trade just so I could show it on the live stream. But I will say, more often than not when I do that, guess what happens, guys? I wind up getting wrecked, right? So I just took my money and ran with that one. Let's see. Bitcoin dumping. Huh? I wish it was dumping. Adam, shout out to Music Tags. Cosmos. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Shout out to Music Tags. Yeah, we can take a look at Adam. Sorry, guys, I'm tweaking out. How long have we been live for here? Oh, yeah, we are going over here. Don't FOMO on Big Green Candles. Shout out to Shunzen. Absolutely do not FOMO in on green candles. When the RSI is over 70 to 80, it will go down again at some point. Yeah, at some point for sure. Shout out to Crypto Poet. Said, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Any words that are words that take you away from the present, the past, and the future don't matter. Absolutely, Crypto Poyo. Missed gains are none of your, right? Missed gains are none of your, because if you start thinking missed gains are your business, right? If you think like, oh man, like I could have held this short for longer, I could have held this long, like could have bought Dogecoin here, could have bought Link down here. Oh, I could have shorted Link up here. Like this is where you start to just chew up your account, taking bad trades, right? So don't fall into that trap, guys. There's always gonna, especially when you're looking at trades. Like we've been looking at a lot of like longer term stuff on the altcoins because we knew that altcoin season was on the way, looking for these big moves up. But when it comes to short-term trading, which is a lot of times what we cover here, especially when it comes to day trades and scalps, like you cannot get emotional to your trades, right? Like have your plan. And like for me, the volume profiles make it easy, right? Because if I'm long, typically it's at a volume profile low, right? Or a value area low, right? So if I'm long here, my TP is going to be POC, take profit off the table, move my stop loss to break even or even into profit, and then looking for the second TP at the value area high. At that point, I could potentially hold a small portion of that trade in case things really blast off. I can hold a portion of that trade for higher prices. But the idea of the trade is to rotate the value. That's what gives you the confident setup. So yeah, let's see. Sand, shout out to Thomas, says Sand, rocket ship. Let's take a look here. I mean, hey, what happened? Can't make it up. Deviate below the low, get above it, flip the POC to support, come up to the value area high. If we break out of this value area high, we could be looking, whoops. Come on, volume profile. There we go. Like there's your lower accumulation range, right? Like Sand has kind of not really broken out of its lower accumulation yet, right? We deviated below the low, looking very similar to Polkadot kind of, right? You get the rip up here, fill this range. Once we break out of here, could be looking up towards the next major target, sitting between 234 and 282. Flip that to support, could be looking up at towards a $5.40 Sand. So yeah, this is basically right on track, right? And I can almost guarantee you that you had those 2-day bull divs down below with the money flow coming up. Let's see. Lower lows on your price action. Higher lows on your momentum waves, kind of. It's really just to your bodies. It's not to the wicks, but that's okay. I like to look at the bodies for the most part. Bullish divergences on the 2-day with your money flow crossover into the green. Once again, the 2-day money flow crossover called the bigger move to the upside to fill that range. And you can see, we're in a bull market, guys. When you have those red dots on the higher time frames, they oftentimes get ripped and stepped on by those green dots incoming. So, even the higher time frame red dots, you have to take with a grain of salt because oftentimes they are simply just going to get stepped on by a green dot. And now the green dot is gone. Now it's going to 0. I'm just kidding. Now it's back. It's going to the moon. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that 2-day money flow crossover, guys, I don't know. I'm so happy that we looked at this on a lot of this stuff. It all started with kind of XRP. Like the 2-day money flow crossovers are a huge thing to look for to call for these bigger trends to the upside. And, even on Ondo, 2-day money flow crossover, you get the bigger move up. So yeah, like even Aerodrome here, Aerodrome back in its major range here, could be looking up towards about $1.85. Not too shabby. A lot of these altcoins are not looking too bad, guys. Not looking too bad. Some of y'all have analysis paralysis. Shout out to Wick 589. Yeah. I noticed this with my family over the weekend. It is very like people who are new to trading or new to just crypto in general. it's like it's funny because it's like, oh my God, this thing pumped. And I'm like, really? And I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's like moving, but it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, oh my God, now it's dumping. Like, and it's like, get off the 5-minute chart. Please, for the love of God, get off the 5-minute chart. Zoom out. You have to, I don't know, like people be like, oh my God, Bitcoin's dumping. Like Bitcoin is not dumping right now. Like it dumped here, right, in the context of lower time frames, but not like this would be kind of like dumping, I guess. But yeah, like you got to get off the lower time frames. Like at the end of the day, like go up to the weekly chart. Bitcoin is not dumping. It is pulling back very slightly here. So yeah, when in doubt, zoom out, guys. Try not to, like if you're looking at the 15-minute, especially if you're trying to buy long-term spot bags, you're going to buy, like you're not going to buy the absolute low. Like you're going to buy here thinking this is the low. If you're buying, like if you're looking at the 15-minute, and then like price is going to pull back a little bit. You're like, oh my God, I should sell and buy back lower. It's like, zoom out, take a deep breath, and understand that you have to have a longer-term outlook on these things, right? You're not going to get, like, I think a lot of people who are new think they're going to buy something and it's just going to go up forever. Even XRP, like, this happens in crypto. Like, it's the only place that you can get these kinds of gains, right? Like, where you buy and it's just, like, up and to the right. But then, like, when you see this pullback, you can't get scared of these little pullbacks after you get a massive rip to the upside. You get a 40% pump to the upside, and then you get a 5% pullback. That is not a dump. Right? This is a healthy pullback before a continuation higher, very likely. So, sometimes it does go up in a straight line, but it doesn't do that forever. You have to get pullbacks, right? It's like, oh my God, I bought XRP here, right? And it's like, oh my God, it's dumping. Should I sell it and buy back lower? It's like, take a deep breath. You have to separate your short-term trades from your long-term trades, right? For me, my long-term investments were all accumulated in the bear market, right? And even in these lower ranges, even in TIA, like down here in 2024, right? I don't care. Right? Like when I was buying TIA, I might have bought a little TIA here, and then I bought a little TIA here. When it dumped back down here, I wasn't like, oh my God, it's dumping. What do I do? Should I sell and buy back low? Like, no. Just dollar cost average in. A lot of new people, it's crazy. It's like they see a little move and they're like, oh my God. Like it takes a long time to understand the charts here. And it's okay if that's the case, right? Like when you first get into looking at a chart or you first get into crypto, like you have to start somewhere, right? But I'm here to help you guys. Understand, when in doubt, zoom out. Don't panic. Everything is going to be okay. As a matter of fact, like if you really want to know if you should be panicking, just go to the weekly chart and look at your coins, right? Like everything is context. We're like, oh my God, DOT is dumping. Like, no, DOT is ripping, right? I highly recommend, unless you're like scalping the lower time frames and you're an experienced trader, I don't recommend you scalp the low time frames, but unless you're scalping the low time frames, like if you're looking at dollar cost average in, like when I'm looking to buy my spot bags, guys, I am not looking at anything lower than the daily, right? And if I do look at something like the 4-hour, like, yeah, I have a lot of experience, right? So like I can like have a good idea of when a strong low is in, right? But if you're just looking to buy spot bags, like people will be like, I'm not getting any lower than the daily, more often the weekly, right? Like when I look at something like TIA, and it's sitting down here, I'm like, hey, I'm going to buy this, right? But I'm not looking at a 30-minute, right, and saying, oh, my God, it's pumping. I can't buy it now, right? Because this is nothing. In the grand scheme of things, that is like right here, right? And you're still buying the low. So just remember, long-term bags, stick to the higher time frames, daily and above. Shorter-term trades, you can go down to the lower time frames. And that's, what we teach a lot, not only on the live stream, but the premium Discord as well. We do a lot of lower time frame trading as well. But, I assume a lot of people watching this live stream are not all degenerately trading the low time frames, which I know a lot of you guys are, and that's why we cover it so much. But, if you're just here to try to figure out, like, is this a good entry point? Well, if your thought process on TIA is that you're going to go to all-time highs, right? And you're going to come into, like, say, $30 or something like that, right? Are you okay with a 300% gain? If you are not okay with a 300% gain, then you're on the path to be greedy and never take profits, right? You have to pay yourself, right? So, like, if you're looking, you have to ask yourself, not where do I buy so it goes straight up after I buy. You should say, where do I, where's a good place to buy? Because in my opinion, TIA is still pretty discounted here, even though we've broken out of the range here, right? Because if I expect TIA to come up to, say, $25, I don't care if I bought a little here, little here, little here, little here, right? At the end of the day, if you come into massive all-time highs, right, you're just going to, come on. You're just going to look back and be like, well, hey, I bought the bottom of the bear market, right? Or bottom of, I got a nice entry, right? You can't, you're going to get chopped up on these lower time frames. Like this massive drop, right? It's actually 15%, which I guess on an altcoin is not that crazy, right? Like this is not like a crazy scary drop, right? This is just consolidation. So context is king. It's very hard. It takes time to understand it, but hopefully your boy Frankie Candles makes it a little bit easier to understand. Let's see. Wick knows. I don't know what that was in reference to. Shout out to Wick 589. Yeah, Moodang was ripping. Yes, Jupiter. We could take a look at Jupiter, or Jupe, as some people like to call it. I keep wanting to take a sip of my black coffee, guys, but it's all soaked in to my keyboard. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Clean this fib up. Oh, my gosh, got something in my eye. Good Lord. I can't see. I can't see the gains, guys. I can't see the gains. Oh, my God. All right. I need an eye patch, guys. I need an eye patch. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. Good Lord. All right. God, guys, I'm like under attack right now. I don't know what is going on. Yo, shout out to Wick589 says 3 Diglets. Y'all bow to this OG community contributor. Yo, shout out to 3 Diglets. Let's go. With the $100 super chat tonight. Unbelievable. 3 Diglets. We appreciate you, bro, so much. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, we got the OGs in chat. I love it. People are back. Say it with me. Sui says, pull up that almighty peak chart. 10x project incoming. Yo, shout out to, we'll come back to Jupiter in a second. Guys, again, taking a look at peak, right? Nobody wants to buy it when it's coming down. We talked about this, right? Had the pre-sale dump come in here, and I started DCAing in. Buy, right? Got that nice bag, and now this thing is ripping to the upside. And this was a low-cap gem that we were looking at recently. Openly saying this was what I was picking up, and we have now gotten a very, very nice from the low here. Nice 173% push up here. Very, very, very nice. I'll look at some other price targets for this. Actually, you know what? I'll make a video about this. I'll make a video about peak. But yeah, so I like to let you guys know what I'm DCAing into. Not that you should copy me or anything like that, but this was looking good, and I had to DCA in on those drops to the downside. But yeah, finally got a nice pop up. I'm sure a few people were probably waiting for me to update on this. But here you go. Nice little push to the upside. But yeah, I'll cover that in a pre-record. But let me go ahead and take a quick look at Jupe here. I'm going to go ahead and remove the TA on the chart, and we'll zoom out a bit. So for Jupe, let's see. We got the 2024 highs sitting right up here. Bada boom, bada bing. Pull this like that. Got your value area low, your POC, and your value area high. So yeah, potentially on Jupiter, playing with this. This looked like one of the other coins that we just looked at, but potentially looking to hold this value area low. If we can hold above this level at $1.15, could get the move back up to the POC, which we've already visited at $1.33. Flip that to support. I'd be looking up towards about $1.51. Those are the levels that you're going to want to look at on Jupe if we get that continuation to the upside. And let me just pull this real quick. Yeah, got a nice pullback into the golden pocket as we deviated below that low. Yeah, that's very simple. That's your key level, $1.15. Hold above it, look to the POC and the value area high. This, and then coming up to the higher time frames, 2-day money flow did just cross back into the green. 3-day crossing back into the green as well. So not looking too bad for Jupiter. The next target to the upside, if you break the high, in my opinion, would probably be about $2.13. So I'll just give that target at first, right? $2.13. $2.35 and $2.59. That's kind of a big zone. But that first target would be about $2.13 if you can crack the all-time high. So there you go. I wish I had more price action here, but I don't. I wish I had more price action here to kind of give a little bit better analysis on the higher time frames. But yeah, 5-hour, 8-hour green dot looking to potentially print here. 4-hour green dot printing. 15-minute money flow crossover into the green. Like I said, that 15-minute market, that 1/16th market cipher B strategy is like goated. 15-minute money flow crossover into the green, flip the value area low to support. If you have that 15-minute money flow crossover with a 4-hour green dot, right? 4-hour green dot printing, 15-minute money flow crosses into the green. That usually starts the bigger move up. So if you hold the $1.15, could potentially move up to that POC at about $1.33. Do you have local levels of resistance above? Yes, but I just, I could pull up these local levels till I'm blue in the face. Technically that's 786. This would be kind of the key level to break at about $1.23. You get above here, flip that to support. That's where I think your POC is very likely to come in soon. But until then, you could technically bing bong around here. So the key level of support to really hold is $1.15. As long as you stay above there, doorway or journey to the POC is still possible. So that's what I'd look at here on Jupiter. Wish I held a little bit more of this, to be quite honest. I might drop a bag on this pretty soon. So there you go. But guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I wish I could sit here for the next 12 hours and look at every single altcoin, but we're live every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We took a look at about 250 altcoins tonight. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the CandleMafia. Thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to Wick589, said Casper's the hidden secret in crypto, y'all. Shh. Shout out to Wick589. Maybe we will take a look at Casper tomorrow. But thank you guys for tuning in and sticking around till the end of the stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll see what happens here. Shout out to Digital Pencil, said Frankie's not allowed to leave his chair. Yes, I actually no. Hang on, guys. I have to take a look at Adam for Endry. Endry's been waiting literally since the premium live stream to take a look at Adam. I almost typed in your name. No Endry coin, unfortunately. But I have to take a look at Adam. Endry, I got you. So here we are. Bonus coin here, guys. But yeah, taking a look at Adam. Actually, let me see. We have an Adam chart already marked up here. What is it? The Binance chart? Where's my Adam chart? Hang on. Let's take a look. Man, I've been live for 5 hours today. Almost. We almost went live for like 3 hours in the premium Discord. Another 2-hour live stream. I love it. I would not have it any other way. But that voice is about to give out. I'm not going to lie. As you can see, guys, there it is. I can't even find Adam. Adam, where are you? I'm talking about Adam the coin, guys, not Adam the guy. But, yeah, where is my... Did I delete my analysis on Cosmos here? What is going on? Huh. Maybe I did. Coinbase? Oh, my God. Okay, all right. I guess we got to... Dang. Okay, I guess we'll start fresh here. I don't know what happened to the... altcoin Adam TA here. But, all right, let's break this down. 2021 highs. So we could kind of break this down in two different ways, right? We could kind of pull this whole range, which is pretty wonky, but it does give us a... could pull it like this as well. Yeah, I mean... I'd probably pull this as two separate ranges, to be quite honest with you. But I'll go ahead and mark it out like this. So you have your value area up here. Macro value area, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this would be your upper value area. Now you do have like local levels above as well. Like you could even maybe pull this as your lower range, right? We kind of deviated below that lower range. Now again, is Adam going to rip up to massive, massive all-time highs? I am bullish on Adam, but yeah, to give context here, you deviated massively below this value area. Now you are getting back into it. You're potentially about to get accepted back into this value area, which could open the door to your POC at about 1133. Flip that to support, could open the door to about 1325. And even at that point, on that value area high at 1326, if you get that move up, right, like you're still just within your kind of bear market accumulation zone, right? So to the value area high of the 2021 range, 320%. So if you think you could at least get back up to those prices, it's a nice 321% pump. Taking a look at your 2-day money flow crossover into the green, which again could be calling for another bigger move to the upside on Adam. This is typically a very good sign on the altcoins. 3-day money flow coming to the upside as well. So as long as we hold above this value area low, again, at $8.58, we could see the move up to the 1138 POC, $13.25 value area high. So locally, those are the levels I would look at for a potential bigger push to the upside into the value area low at 26.39 before opening up the doorway to that higher price, the higher prices within that value area. And again, 2-day money flow crossover. Even mark this out. Moon? C. 2-day MF crossover. Moon? Question mark? We'll see. We'll see. It's been the signal for Moon on a lot of other things. For example, Dogecoin. Bing bong. For example, XRP. Bing bong. Right? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But that's what I'll be looking at on Adam. Shout out to Endry. Sorry I made you wait for so long for that, bro. But I'm happy I got it done for you. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate everybody for sticking around till the end of the stream. Smash that like button on your way out if you want to win some free Solana on Friday's live stream. I don't know what we have as far as likes, but if it's not near 1,000, smash that like button. Break it. Punch it. I don't care what you do. Break that like button, guys. But I will see you guys. Sorry and thank you. No, don't be sorry, bro. I apologize for missing it so much. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. Again, I will be dropping an XRP video coming up with an updated price predictions, chain link update. I'm going to try to drop some more altcoin updates for you guys so you have an idea. If you can't catch the streams, you can get some shorter term sauce where you can just watch that video 8 to 10 minutes or something like that and get those levels. So, yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, right here, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check the links in the description down below if you guys are looking to save money during Cyber Monday week, or go to FrankieCandlesTrading.com. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys next time. That's all I got. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong!
Look what's next for me, Joe. I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the f is it? They should have had 2 bells ready. Spin for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, so nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working, I'm up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Dang it, guys. Mrs. Candles is helping me clean. Mrs. Candles, you were a little late with the paper towels. I'm sorry I threw you so hard before, but I know you're rubber and you're very what is it? Versatile, not versatile. You're very rugged. You're very rugged. But yeah, thank you for the paper towels. You're about 2 hours too late, but thank you, Mrs. Candles. I love you guys. I gotta go eat dinner with Mrs. Candles. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. It's a family-friendly channel, guys. That was a Freudian slip. I'll see you guys next time. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on the roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on the roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on the roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor.